we'll talk about digital products because that's what we're going to talk about here. Now, most of you already know me as the freelance person. Now, basically, apart from freelancing, I also know digital product very, very well. Like, I know it very well. I've helped people create digital product from zero. I've created digital product myself. So I know digital product very well. But I don't like talking about digital product like as if I know digital product. I like people to know me for one thing. That's why I stuck with my freelancing. But from this session I'm going to have, you guys would know, at least you would learn one or two things from this session. So I implore you to pay attention. Now, this session should not take more than 1 to 2 hours because I don't know how to do mediocre in the sense that I don't know how to do things halfway. It's either I don't do it. If you notice, when you send message to me, it's either I don't answer or I answer and I know that I want to address the issue at ground, because when I'm midpoint, I'm not always comfortable doing something midpoint. So this is going to be 1 hour plus. Let me just say 1 to 2 hours. Let's say 1 hour plus. I spent about 6 hours. I've not done work today. The work I'm meant to do personally that will make me money today, I didn't do them because I focused on creating this, because at the end, you guys, you all see everything I'm going to talk about. So because it has to be valuable. I've had more who have asked me about digital products and coaching. I've had, I will talk coaching outside with materials. I've had Omawumi who has asked me questions on our digital product. I've had Olayinka who asked me questions about digital products and our training. I've had Ibukun, and I don't know if she's here already. I've had Ibukun who has asked me questions about Gumroad. That's a digital product. Now, everything, I'm going to talk about everything, every questions, I will answer them. And this session is going to be into 4 places. We would have the stories part, which is the beginning. Then from there, we'll go into the lessons proper, which is the technical part, the boring part. Then from there, we'll go into practicals, where I will show you some things, from my PC. Then the fourth part will be Q&A. Maybe we can have a 5-10 minute break after maybe session 2, thereabout, before practicals and Q&A. We can have maybe 5-10 minute break so that we relax and process everything we just hear. I think we'll just have a 10-minute break after session 2. So it's 4 sessions: story mode, technical, practice, Q&A. So let's go straight into business. Let's go straight into business. I believe you can all see my screen, right? Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
All right, please, if you can't see my screen, just let me know, because the moment I take you away from, I go into slideshow mode, I can't see things the way I'm meant to see them. So yeah. So now, digital products, creating, pricing, and distribution. Now, I also had Olayimika who had some pricing questions. A lot of people used to have pricing questions. I took my time to learn pricing. I'm still learning pricing. So that's why we're going to cover each, in the technical aspect. I talk about creation, I talk about pricing, I talk about distribution. So welcome everybody. Please and please open your ears very well. Now, this is free, so you might decide to take it lightly. I was telling a friend, and I don't know if she's able to make it because she's a new mother, so she has a lot of handful. I was telling her that I know someone that charges 10,000 USD for what I'm about to teach you right now. That's what she charges. So if you want to listen, no problem. I was even telling her I will share her Instagram. I can share her Instagram handle with you. She charges $10,000 for what I'm about to show you now. The breakdown I'm going to give you now. She charges 10,000 for it. So trust me, this is my first session, and I'm going to talk about this same thing I'm doing. How you can replicate the same thing I'm just doing right now. There's a strategy behind what I'm doing, and I'm going to talk about it. In case I don't talk about it, please, someone should ask me a question about what I said about the way I'm training you, the way I'm teaching you guys this thing. Or let me just go into it. Now, when you want to start digital products, let me just go into it. When you start digital products, sometimes you can start with a free session, which is what I'm doing for you guys. Now, it's not compulsory you start free, because free is overrated. Put a price on it. You can put a low price on it. But the idea behind free is that you can do something free to practice or to teach something. And when you start with free, you have less pressure. You don't have pressure because you guys are not paying me anything, so I can decide to do this anyhow. But With free, you don't have pressure. Nobody will tell you that I did not get value for what I paid for, because they paid you nothing. And with free, you can practice what you've done, and you can see where you can get better. Now, going to my story, we'll even enter story mode very soon. Going into my story, I started freelancing. I started training freelancing. Now, we're talking about digital product now, so we're not talking about freelancing, but let's talk about the training freelancing part, which is, we'll talk about it in digital product. I started training freelancing in 2015. From 2015 to 2019, I was training for free. And I've had, my late ex-girlfriend then, she said, I remember when she was asking me why was I doing what I was doing? And I was telling her that I'm doing this to get better and get better, because she did not see any rationale behind it. It was like, how will you go all the way from Osun State to Lagos State to Lekki to go and train people for free? And I was telling her that, no, this is just me using it to get better, because if it is free, there's no pressure on me. There's no, oh, we wasted our money. So that's the idea behind free. When you're starting digital product, you can start for free. But the problem with free is that free will also attract people who don't recognize value. So that's why when you're doing free, you need to be very careful. We'll go into that. Now, digital products are a great way to make money online. They're easy to create. You can sell it to a global audience. They can generate passive income for you, and you can do digital products in a variety of ways. Digital products can be packaged into ebooks, courses, coaching, on and on like that. Digital products are not limited to these three. There's a whole lot of digital products you can play with, Yeah. So my own story and my motivation. My first 2,000. Now, in the pandemic, I earned my first 2,000 naira from digital products, from ebooks. How did it happen? It was during the pandemic. A lot of people, everybody wanted to learn freelancing then. Everybody wanted to learn different things, because now that they can't go to work, they wanted to learn something. So I had a friend who's invited me to train our people, our followers. So I trained our followers. I was training them on freelancing. Oh, you can make money from home. Oh, you can do this, you can do that. Then before the end of the session, the friend made a statement to me. She said, Benga, don't you have ebooks or materials? I said, yes, I do. I can even share them with your followers for free. She said, no, why not charge them something for it? They've listened to you. So I was not like in my head, I was like, how much can I charge for what I've always been doing for free? So I was like, maybe let me just charge them 2,000 naira. At least 2,000 naira looks cheap. I said, oh yeah, I have ebooks. If you guys really need more, I've trained them. I trained them, passionately the way I'm doing that for you now. And I told them, if you guys need more, 2,000 naira, you can get access to my ebook that I've created. And lo and behold, 11 people bought that ebook that day. And after that session, 11 people bought the ebook. So I made 22,000 naira. I remember we carried that 22,000 naira to supermarkets. We blew the money. Because it was 22,000 naira I didn't plan for. 22,000 naira that I didn't even believe I can make, because it was something I was doing for free, remember? So with the ebooks alone, I did 22,000 naira after one session. It was like, whoa, wow. And we enjoyed it was pandemic lockdown, everybody was at home. So we just went to the supermarket. We bought things, we bought food, we ate turkey, we ate chicken that day. Now, that was the beginning of the journey of saying, okay, there's something in this. If I can make 22,000 naira from 2,000 naira ebooks, it means there's a journey, there's a future in this. Now, this is how my ebook started. This is what my ebooks look like. I went to go and dig this thing up. I went to go and look for an email in 2020 to look for this. Now, why did I do this? Because I realized some of you, you see where other people are. You want to just jump right to where they are. Like, what do I mean by this? You see some people, you see them that, oh, this guy is currently is big or is, I don't know. But you see where they are, but you don't know where they are coming from. So that's why I wanted to show you the beginning. I started from the pandemic story, 2,000 naira. Now, I also wanted to show you the beginning. This was my first ebook. And this was the one I was sharing for free. Some of you can remember this ebook. This is what my ebook looked like. You can see how the design looks like, but it was doing the job. People were using this ebook to make money. This was the ebook Peter used. This was the ebook Peter used to start freelancing, and he has made close to $200,000 today. So this was the ebook Peter read. So yes, the ebook was working. So right now, the idea is this. You should, when you are starting digital products, you can start from where you are. And you don't necessarily have to chase perfection from the beginning. Now we'll talk about perfection, or we'll talk about perfecting your craft, your things, but you should start from where you are. Now look at what my ebooks look like. Now, after a while, the ebook became this, it became, from this, it became this. So this is what my ebook looked like from this to this. Then after a while, it evolved, it became this. Now, today I have 11 ebooks, like the ones that are 11. There are more than 11 right now as I speak, because I still created 3 ebooks. I created 5 ebooks 3 weeks ago, and I'm going to explain how I created those ebooks. I created 5 ebooks about 3 weeks ago, and I used to have 11. I used to have 11 ebooks that I used to say I have, but it's more than 11. Now, there are some ebooks I just created, and I'm going to explain how easy ebook is to create. I said I created 5 ebooks 3 weeks ago. How did I create the 5 ebooks? One of my thread went viral. I just told one of my team member, Ara, Olayinka knows Ara. I just told Ara, look at this thread. I just sent her the link to the thread. Let me convert. She has done it for me before, so she knows how to do it. Let me convert this thread to an ebook. And I just to a PDF. And I just did it, just copied the thread, converted it to PDF. Now, I didn't sell that particular ebook, those ebooks I created, but I created 5 ebooks. Now, what did I use those ebooks for? Those 5 ebooks, I added them into a free, I created a course. And we are going to cover, I'm going to be giving you all my secrets here now. Even with this, my secrets, most of you will still not use them. So I don't mind, I'll give you everything. So out of those 5 ebooks, 3 of them, I added them to my free materials. Even that one too went viral too. I added them to my free materials. Some of you can remember when I said, oh, I have free materials on email marketing, virtual assistant, and technical writing. So I created, I was the one that did it. I created the PDF for them, and I added them to the free materials. And lo and behold, so what did I do, which is one of the things I'll be teaching you here? What did I do? Now, I realized that, see, if you are giving people things for free, yes, it's good, yeah, Father Christmas, but you should also have an end goal. There's no free lunch, even in Freetown. So what did I do? I created a landing page, which I'm going to be teaching you. I created a landing page. It was just a simple Google form. And I told everybody, and there are 2 ways to create landing pages. You can use Google Forms. There's more than 2, but the ones I know. So I can use Google Form to create a landing page. I can also use my email provider, ConvertKit, mail, and I'm going to show you those ones in the practical aspect of this class. Now, I created a landing page. I think I used Google Form for this particular one. So for my free materials, I use my ConvertKit. But let's just talk about the Google Form here now. So I created a landing page, and I said, anybody that wants these free materials, you can access it via this Google Form. What am I doing for them, guys? I was using that to get their emails. Because anybody interested in those free materials, I added them to my newsletter subscribers, and some of them will take, and I just start selling to them in the future. Now, before I sell to them, I nurture them, but we'll talk about that in the technical part of this class. So with those 3 ebooks, let me just give you the point I'm trying to make. With those 3 ebooks, I was able to get 3, it's still counting because the thing increases every day. But right now, as I speak with you, with those 3 ebooks that I added to the free materials, I've gotten 3,600 emails. So these are 3,600 potential customers. Maybe out of that 3,600, maybe 3,000 of them will not even buy from me in the future, and maybe 600 of them have the potential to buy. But trust me, it's a numbers game, and we're going to talk about that. But this is what my ebooks look like today from where they started from. So if you are creating a digital product today, it's not about where you are going to, it's more about where you are coming from. And where you are coming from is more important than where you are going to. So that's very, 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 very important. Now, the next thing is this. So now, from my ebooks, I now have my courses. This is what my course looked like when I started. So I realized that, okay, there's ebooks, let me create videos, let me create courses. Remember that ebooks are digital products. Courses are also digital products. So I said, okay, let me create courses too. And this is what the first version of my course looks like. Freelancing course plus, support. This is not even the first, but let's even use this one as the first. But look at my picture there. Look at what I look like. But that was the first version. And I believe, I made a lot of sales with this one. So this was when I was running something like an academy. People joined, and this. Now, then it evolved, it changed, over time, I changed that one. It became this, it became an Upwork course. It became an Upwork course. It looks like this. Then it evolved again to something like this. Now, let me tell you why I'm showing you this. I'm telling you this, or I'm showing you this to show you understand that there's no fixed point for you in content development or in course development or in digital product development. You can try different things, see which one that works and which one does not work. If you don't try them, you won't know what works for your audience. It's when you try them that you will see what works and what does not work. So you've tested things and you know that, okay, I've tested this one, it worked. I've tested that one, it didn't work well. So that's what you should have at the back of your mind. That's what you should have. So now I'm showing you how I started from this to this to this. If you see, I now broke it down. I have of course freelancing, academy. You can see everything. So today, this is where I am today. And trust me, this most likely not going to be my finishing point. This is not going to be my ending point. Tomorrow I can evolve. Now this was created about 8 months plus ago, and this is what everything started from year to year to year, now here. I was doing all this because, number one, I had no coach. I was doing this on my own. Now, I used to tell people the beauty of having a coach, in anything you want to do is that coaches will use their own experience to make sure you get to where you are going to faster. So this is what my course looks like right now. But it started from here. It started from here. So I'm saying, don't, because some of you, I realize you are waiting for things to be perfect before you start at all, and my course, it didn't even start perfectly. It started from, you can see I started the story from the ebooks, or I started the story from the 2K I earned in the pandemic. I told you how my first ebooks looked like, how the ebook evolved, ebooks. Then after ebooks, how courses two evolved. And this is what courses looks like today. Now, I was doing a mental calculation and I realized that my digital product, they've done some particular amount of figures in the last 8+ months. I think they've done close to 30 M. So this is what, that's why I believe maybe you should listen to me. In the last 8 months, 8 months plus, it's less than 9 months. 8 months plus 30 M. That means at least you should listen to me. And whereas that 30 M, trust me, that 30 M is because I had plenty of engagements. I'm trying to do my business school. I'm trying to, I had some challenges that I faced. So I was not, what I'm trying to tell you that this 30 M is not even me at my 100%. Because me at my 100%, I know I can do ×5 of that in that same period. And I'm going to show you. So this is what is possible. This is, you can see this particular course. I have one assistant, some of you will know that, only one of you will know. I have one assistant that she's always on my neck. She's the one, because I'm always, I've tried as much as possible to reduce distraction, but even at that, she's always the one keeping me on track, and she's the one that I can attribute this progress or this course sales to. This course is, as I speak with you right now, is just 283, of which the goal is about 1,000 this year, which is very possible, very, very possible. There are things I've not even done at all. I've not done Facebook sales at all for this. I've not done Facebook at all for this. This is just organic and little affiliate, because I have not even gingered my affiliates. And I'm going to explain, I'm going to show you some of these things. So imagine if organic can do this. Sales, ads will really skyrocket, what you get from this. Now, this is what is possible. Then evolved. Now I have coaching too, This is now, and I'm going to explain why I have different products, and strategies and all like that, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just giving you this story so you understand, what digital products can be, what it can look like. And let's talk about what is possible. Last month, this guy shared this thing. He made 145 at the end of 5 days. This was, the day had not finished. So this is last month. I believe, so some of you can see the dates here, May 24th. You can look at the top right. You see it, May 20th to May 24th. In 5 days, this guy made 145,000 USD in 5 days. And what did he sell? He was selling a course. I don't know if you heard me right. He's made 145,000. So this guy is American. He made 145,000 USD. So I'm telling you what is possible so that I can see my own motivation. The things motivating me to tell me that, guy, I'm not even scratching the surface, so that you guys can understand that there's a lot of space, abundance for you if you decide to go into this and, start step by step into this. Now, let me now talk about this guy. His name is Abraham. Some of you will know him. And this guy, I remember when he started, like, in the sense that I knew his journey, like, I was just lucky to just know when he started. Like, it's not that I was tracking or I knew. I just knew when he started. He's 20-something year old. He's still in school. He's still in the university. In 8 months, end of this year, yeah. 8 months, beginning of this year, because if you look at the date, it's beginning of this year. 8 months, beginning of this year, this guy made 150 million naira from his course. Did you guys hear me well? This guy made, now, this figure might be too big. You guys might be, don't worry, I'll bring it down so that you understand. But I'm just only showing you what's possible. I don't want you to just shut yourself out. I don't want you to shut yourself out. But this guy made 150 million naira. And this particular payment, if you look at this one by the side, you just receive the payment. Ex-partner pays every 2 weeks. And I'm going to show you all these things in practical session. They pay every 2 weeks, and one payment, they paid in 35 million naira. Like, you don't understand. In one payment, 35 million naira. You know how many sales I've done, like, to make this possible? And look at his ebooks. I said his course is a product on Ex-partner. This was in February. It's even more than that right now. This was when it crossed 15,000 sales. So look at when I told you that I told you that 283 is child's play. Look at someone that has done 15,000. So that's to tell you that there's still a lot, I can catch up with 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. So there's still a lot for me to get to. Now, this was one of his screenshots. He made 1,400 sales from Seller. This is Seller. This is for those who use Seller. In the practical session, I'll show you my Seller page. So I'll show you some of the things on Seller. For those who use Seller, from his Seller page, he made over close to, 13, 14 million. If you look at the other currencies here. Yeah, 13, 14 million thereabouts from Seller alone. It was his total platform. And how did he do it? We'll go into that in the technical session, and I'm going to explain to you. So now this is just 120-something year old, that is selling a course. He just created a course and is selling that course, which is something we'll talk about. Now, for those in Gumroad, so Gumroad is another platform where, so I've mentioned Seller. Now this is Seller. This is what Seller looks like. This is Ex-partner. This is what it looks like. We'll talk about it. And Ex-partner is for those who want to sell their product via affiliate. And I'm going to teach you how to go about it. This one is a Stripe. This is a Stripe payments collection. And I'm going to explain how he did it too. So this is it. So this is Gumroad. Gumroad is also another way, like, especially when you want to sell to the international audience. Gumroad is one of the best ways to go about it. And I'm going to show you in the practical session. Now, I showed 2 screenshots. This particular one, the first one is 120-something year old. The guy is 21 right now. And he did 500,000 USD in 2 years. So he started in 2021. Funny enough, most of these people, I follow them from day one. Like, I know when they started, how their journey started, and those things, and where you'll be telling your children stories, and they'll be asking you, what were you doing when these people were doing it? You don't want to be telling your children that I know this guy, I know when he started. Me, I don't want to be telling that kind of story, even though I'm telling you now. I want to tell you, people, I know when they started. Even me too, I did my own. So look at this. Look at this particular one too. This is sales, views. This person made $1 million. But this person was sharing how they did $1 million in 1 year. This is from January 2022 to December 2022. And the person made $1 million in 1 year. So look at it, like you can see, when they tell you things, you can, at least you have high and you know how to read. Some of you are startup people, you know how to read all these graphs. From January 2022, January 1, you can see it to December 2022. You can see it yourself. The amount of sales, the amount of views. Now, this is what some of the things you need to, we'll go into the technical part and I will talk about it, where, you have to understand that, it works like a funnel. So the more people you get to see your product or to go like to come across your product, then the more people that you convert from them, then the more sales you make, or blah blah blah. Now, so these are stories of people who have done it. I just started with stories. I started with my own story. My own story is not much. It's small. Man, I'm still a small boy compared to all these people that I'm sharing with you. And I'm showing you that if me, I can see these are my own motivation. I have others that are more than that. There's a particular lady that has done, her name is even Ijeoma. She's a Nigerian, but she's based in the US. She has done 30 million. I should have, no, I don't want to use, because even this one said is scaring most of you. If I now use Ijeoma's one, you people will not even listen again. Ijeoma has made $30 million from course sales. 30 million USD, 30 from selling courses. So those are my motivation. Now, so that's the first part of this session. Remember, I said there are 4 parts to this session. There's the story mode. I've given you stories. Now we'll go into the technical part. So yeah, I will explain. This is boring, but please pay attention, because these are the questions most of you used to have will be answered here. Then we'll take a break. We'll go into practicals and Q&A. Now, so let's go into creating your product. There's a reason I like digital products, is that you only need to build it once and you will sell it 1 million times. That's one of the reasons I like digital products. Now, let me go back and show you something. And this particular course, and the courses here, and most of the courses here, I created them in 2020. I don't want to show you this. This course here, these ebooks here were even created. Okay, the ebooks were created from 2019. This was 2019 plus, then 2019. This was 2019, upgraded in 2020. Like it was, kept on upgraded in 2020. So the last time I upgraded my ebooks was in 2021. I was still saying that right now my ebooks are outdated because I need to add AI to it. So my ebooks are outdated, but even as outdated as they are still making money. But I created this in 2020. This course here was created in, if you see how I look like, 2019, 2020, this is what I look like. So, but the point I'm trying to make is this. I built it in 2020 and I still make money till today. So that's what is called build once, sell 1 million times. Like if you can create a digital product once, and I will tell you how to create it because that's what we're talking about. If you can create your product, ebook, course, and other things. Now, if you can create it once, you will sell it multiple times. And I'm going to show you, like, as I said, we're entering the technical part. Now, the first thing you need to do is to choose the right product. What are you an expert in? What problems can you solve for people? And what are people willing to pay you for? Now, I added this 1% philosophy in the sense that understand that this expert term is a subjective word. Now, when we started in the world where an expert is someone that has gotten PhD or professor. Today, an expert can be a 15-year-old boy who has mastered his niche or her niche, his or her niche, and they can teach you. They are the experts in that thing. That's very. Now let me go back to this to show you this guy. Now this particular guy, if you look at this guy, I'm sorry for me going back, but I just have to so that I can address this point very well. This guy. I want you to look at this left-hand side, this $500,000 guy. What does he do? I know him very well. He sells Notion templates. If you know Notion is an app for people, productivity app, and for Notion does a lot of things, But what he does is he sells Notion template. He started at 17-year-old because I remember when he started. I've been following him since. Most of these people have been following him for 3, 4, 5 years. So I know, that's why I know most of their stories. He started at 17. Right now he's 21. So that's to tell you that I followed him 4 years ago. So he started as I speak with you, he's 21-year-old and he has made 500,000 USD. Like I know when it was at 0. So that's why I know, there are some, these people, they build in public. So they talk. So as their journey is going, you are seeing it. So this guy is just a 21-year-old and I can call him an expert in Notion. So which brings us to this place here to say, most of you have the fear of, maybe I need to be a guru before I teach people anything. No, You only need to know 1% more than the next person, and that's all. You can teach them that thing. You don't need to. Now, let me give you an example of myself. There's a reason I just didn't want to be teaching people about digital product, even though I've known, like I have a theoretical knowledge of digital product for the past 3-4 years. And if I have loaded materials that I've been saving since 3 years, 4 years ago on digital products. So I have like materials that even after this session, I can go through my materials. I have like 20-something ebooks or videos on digital products I can even share with you guys. To say, okay, these are things that I've been saving since on digital product creation. That's what it is on. Now, understand that you only need to know 1% more than the other person. That's all. And that's all you need. Before you know it, you can teach them that thing. So don't be scared that, some of you will be like, okay, even though if it is virtual assistant, you can teach people. If it is social media marketing, you can teach people. You don't need to be a guru. Sometimes even people don't want to relate with guru. They want to relate with someone like them that has the same experience that they have. Someone that is struggling with NEPA or struggling with power, struggling with internet the same way they are struggling with. So they believe they can learn more from that person. And trust me, it happens. Oftentimes, you can learn more from people that you can relate with than people that lose distance. So don't be scared of, oh, I need to be a guru, I need to be an expert. As I said, if you're an expert, let me just, so that I don't just go deep on this. If you know 1%, like if you know 1% more than the next person, if you can take the person from point A to point B, from the point of unknown to known, you are good. Now, choosing your products. You choose a product that you're passionate about, that your target audience will want. The products can come in different forms. Now, this is an example of these products that they can come in different forms. It can be ebooks, it can be courses, it can be templates, it can be workbooks, it can be cheat sheets, it can be guides, infographics, it can be scripts, music, videos. So courses comes in, courses can be courses, videos. So digital products can come in any form. Like I've seen people use digital products. The first, like when I started my own digital products, I'll be adding on my story even in this technical aspect. When I started my own digital product, one of my fears was, where will I even host my product? Then I saw someone who used Google Drive to host a course. Like you pay for the course and she will just give you the Google Drive link. And bam, you just go to the Google Drive, go and watch the video. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I didn't even know this is possible. From then on, that was what I did before I started hosting my product on all these platforms. For those who have gotten my course before, or who got my course before, you will realize that it's Google Drive link. And that's it. I just arranged it very well for you. Like I made sure it looks professional enough for you. So don't be like, choose your product, and like it's not, the point I want to make is it's not as technical as you guys think it is. Trust me. It's more like it's not, because the way when I interact with you guys, I realize some of you just think this thing looks big, but trust me, they are not as big as you think. You need to do your research too. When you choose your products, ensure that there's a demand for it. Now, just research can be done in different ways. You can search similar products. One of the things I tell you that one of the ways to do things is search what other people are requesting for. You can search similar products. You can survey your target audience to see what they're interested in. Now, let me give you a story, or not story now, just a point. I was telling one of my students, she's my one-on-one student, and I told her that she's a very good writer, and I've been pushing her to create digital product. She has completed her ebook, she has sold some of her ebook, but I'm still not satisfied. I told her to create a course. Now, because let me tell you the gap I noticed. I noticed that people want to become content writers, and their courses on content writing are not as much as courses on digital marketing, data analysis, and so on. Even courses on virtual assistant is not much. Courses, when I mean courses, not training. So if there's a gap like that, trust me, you can feel it. And before you know it, you can build your authority over time. So that's what I told her to do. I told her that from my own research, you can see, from my own research, I realized that people tell me they want to become content writers. And what I have, apart from my training, but my training is currently on hold, but we'll open very soon. But apart from training, there are no courses. But when someone says they want to become digital marketers, even if I don't have training, I'll give them courses. Like I have courses, or there are courses that HubSpot and all these platforms have created that you can watch if you are looking for digital marketing. But for content writing, it's scarce. So I told her, go and create a course on content writing and sell this course. Now she was asking, how does she do? Like I was even telling her, you might not even need to do much. all your videos that you've been putting on Instagram Live or YouTube, they might be the same thing you will record in your course. Like I've once made a thread. I converted that thread to ebook. I gave people for free. People did not take it serious. I now sold that same ebook that I was giving people for free. Someone got the ebook for free. She now paid for the ebook again. She was not like, it's like I paid for the same thing I have for free before. I'm like, it means you did not read it well then. That's why. So that means right now that you've paid for it, you take it serious. And that's why I used to say people sometimes they don't value phrases. So do your research, then create your product. Like, create your high quality product. Just ensure that you are creating value. Ensure that you are giving people value, because when you create value, you get value in return. Because when you give, it's an exchange of value. And your value can be in your ebook, your workbook, your videos, courses, and people pay you money for it. Now, design your product, start from where you are. It can be text, can be audio or videos, or you can even combine it. Like in my course, for example, now there's the text version, there's the webinar in my course, there's webinars in my course, there's text in my course, there's also videos in my course. So, and I've seen people that their course is only text. I've seen people that, let me even give you this one. See here, digital product can be very fun. I've seen people that their course is just email series. Like you pay for the course and they will send you email. It can be a 5-day email series and you get the emails every day for 5 days, and that's what you paid for. And so far you've gotten value. So far the knowledge you did not have before, you have it. That's all. So you are looking like, what will I create? And people are selling email series and they're making money off it. I've seen people that have made multi-millions and multi-thousands of dollars from just email series. So you guys don't be, it's not as complicated as you think it is. Now, the next point is this pricing. I said create, price, and distribute. That's what I'm going to talk about for digital products. So this guy, Tony Yomoto, showed me the tweets today. And, I purposely put it in this tweet since we're having this session today. He said, if you look at the date, you can see it's 8th of June. He said, very cheap is usually interpreted as low quality. And people mostly interpret expensive to mean high quality. Now, you guys, you can see when I'm always against when you tell me some of the prices that I tell you is ridiculous in my ear. This is the philosophy behind it. When people expect you to charge high prices, when you create, people expect you to charge high price when you create high quality product and charge low amounts. I've seen people charge 2,000 naira, 5,000 naira for a product. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, are you? But I'm like, okay, no problem. Because in my head, I can't see, like, how will you be giving this value and charging this ridiculous amount? You charge, someone will be making $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 from what you are teaching them. And not charging 2,000 naira for it. Like, if I'm going to charge you for something that will make you $1,000, if I charge you $100 for it, I'm still right now. That's still 10%. That means you made $1,000 from something and you paid $100 for it. That's the way I think. Human psychology is very, very funny. That's the response I gave these tweets. See, when pricing your product, consider the value you're offering your customers. Consider competition. So let me explain something. 2 days ago or yesterday, I saw someone's product, a course on Seller. He's charging his course at 150,000 naira, and people will buy it. There's a lady that put her own course on Seller. His course, so not coaching. Please, there are different things. Course, not coaching. There's a lady on Seller, Nigerian, that put her course at $400. That's about 300K. Yeah, $400 should be 300K now. Yes, Abi? Yes, 300K. This particular one, 300K. This one put his own course at 150K. This lady put her course at 300K. Let me tell you something you guys don't know. I follow people on Instagram that, like this lady that I said charges $10,000 to teach you what I'm teaching you right now. She will run classes and people will pay for it. And these same Nigerians that you guys think don't have money, like you're not looking for everybody. You're looking for your target audience. These same Nigerians that you say, guys, that people will say they don't have money, they will be paying for things that is because you didn't put yourself out there. So why would they pay? Or you are putting wacky products that they are looking like, not wacky product. Now, even if your product is quality, you are putting wacky prices. And they are believing that, this person is just selling, maybe it's, because see, when you put low prices to something, when you attach low, it's human psychology. Let me tell you something. Some of the psychology, as I said, I'm giving some of my secrets so that even though some of you will still forget, some of the psychology of pricing, let me tell you something. I'd rather give someone something for free than put a substandard price. That's why I have free courses. it's not because I don't have sense. I'm being strategic. Because that way, nobody will attach low price to my name. And it's branding. See, Apple, there's a reason Apple can never put their price to something. It's because, I did a course this semester where we're talking about Louis Vuitton. We're just talking, it sales and marketing course. And the lecturer was telling us how the same way it costs people to make a low price product is the same cost. Sometimes it might be more, but the difference is not much for production that it takes to make a Louis Vuitton bag. And sometimes there are some of them that they are extremely expensive in the sense that they need some handmade design. So those ones, even at that, they will still put extra price on that. But the point is this: cost of production most times is just minimal. It's the same or a little bit. Maybe let me just use an example, an analogy, so you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Maybe a low price bag now, a low price bag can cost maybe $100 to make, and they are selling it for $300. While a Louis Vuitton bag can cost $150, $200 to make. You can see that it's just different. If you want to use the same psychology, at least at that same $150 cost to make, they can sell that bag for $10,000. Look at that margin. But they already have a name. They already have it. And that's why they used to say they can never. So let's not go deep into that. But there's a reason why I would rather put my price high. I would rather put my price at the point and say I'm giving discounts. That's the mindset. That's the psychology of pricing. I'd rather say I'm putting my price at this part. So I tell one of my students wanted to, I'd rather put my price, and I'm not even going to tell you that, early bird or anything. There's a way I'll just put it to tell you that, guy, there's a 50% promo that ends in, urgency and scarcity method for copywriting that we'll not even we'll talk about that, those ones later. But price your product at a premium, but it's not so high that it's at reach. So if you know your target market now, there's nothing bad in targeting people at the bottom of the pyramid. There's nothing bad. But understand that when you target people at the bottom of the pyramid, then they will stress you more. And at that place, you'll be playing the volume play. I've seen people that sell 100, that need to sell 100. Ask yourself, let me tell you, see, I thank God for what is chasing me, because what is chasing me cannot even make me compromise my pricing. Now, imagine, let me explain something to you. Imagine someone like me that sometimes my monthly bills is close to $10,000, like monthly bill and expenses. Ask, how many ebooks do I need to sell at 5,000 naira to make $10,000? You need to do those maths. You know your expenses. You know that, okay, I need $1 million or I need 500K. Then you're asking yourself, if I want to sell a 2,000 naira ebook, that means for 500K, I'll need to be selling how many now? You'll be selling 250 of that ebooks. That means you need 250 human beings. Yeah, yes, there are people that will buy, but it's still 250 sales you need to make. But you're asking yourself, can I create, what kind of value that I can create for 50,000 naira? Maybe a 1-month training that will hold every weekend, that during the week, I'll give them assignments. So that means for 50,000 naira now, you only need 10 people. That's just the psychology of pricing. If you know that, so price your product at premium. That's just the point I want to make. Then always determine your target audience willingness to pay, conduct research, and set your price accordingly. Now, I did a Google form before I started selling my course. I said, I just did a research. It was someone that suggested it on Twitter. So I now did a research. I sent it that day that how much will you be ready to pay for a course? That was what I did. In my mind, I already had an amount I wanted to put for my course, FCM. I'm still going to put it there. FCM is meant to be 147 USD for course only, then 399 USD for course and support. Right now, it's still heavily subsidized. I'm still going to put it there. Trust me. But in my head, I was like, okay, if I need to make $1,000 to $10,000 every month, how many costs? Those are the mathematics you need to be doing for your price. Now, this does not mean I'm not telling you to rush into certain high prices. You can start low, but at least have that at the back of your mind for the future. So you can start from 2K, 3K, 5K products. Nothing says you should not start from somewhere so that you can learn. But I'm just telling you that when you charge premium, you will not cost. Imagine when you set $1,500 now for a package. I know a lady the lady I'm telling you, I know a lady that charges 10,000 USD. I mean, how many customers do you think she needs to make 10,000 every month? That means she just needs one customer. So if she markets to 100 people or 1,000 people, she only needs one of them to buy. You don't get. She only needs one of them to pay that 10,000 USD, and she has met her goal for the month. So that's just the idea behind pricing, and that's why you should just be strategic with your pricing. So as I said, I did a Google form. People said, "Oh, this is how much I can pay." So I just did it to gauge how much people are willing. A lot of people said they could pay the amount I had in mind. Some of them even said they will pay more. So that's something you can run a Google form. You can run a sample, like ask people. Sometimes you'll be surprised. Some people will say answers like they'll say nothing, but other times some people can just give you insight to what you need to price. Now, price your product enough to generate profits, and don't price it too high that you price yourself out of the market. There's something called barrier points. And when you are pricing something, when you are pricing a product, you can be increasing it little by little. If you notice me, I used to increase my product. You get to a point that you get to a barrier. People would fight at that point. At that point, that means it's telling you that, guy, you need to reduce it or you need to stop increasing. So, but if you see that people are continuing to buy something, they are continuing to rush you, trust me, it means you are pricing low. That's what it means. It's not me that sets the rule. The game is the game. If people are rushing something, it means the price is low. So you can increase it gradually. You now get to a point, now they call it equilibrium. People know now, demand and supply, equilibrium. You get to an equilibrium price, and that's when you know your price points. Now, these are the things you need to do. This slide, I'll send it to all of you for anybody who wants it. You guys, some people might not need it. Now, let me run through this ASAP. Research your markets, analyze your competitors. Ensure that you consider the value and uniqueness of your product. Then offer tier pricing options. Now, this is one thing I did. Offer different pricing options. Create a premium version. If you look at FCM now, guys, you will notice that there are two versions. Now, let me tell you why there are two versions. Remember I said that the normal price of FCM in my head was $140 something. Like, for me to achieve the goal I wanted to achieve. But I also understood that Nigerians are, price sensitive people. There are people that can't, people that can't, like, it's just normal, like our government, every blah, 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 poverty. So that's why I created a lower price to say, okay, you can pay this lower, but you will not get the full package. Now, if you want the full package, that means you need to pay the full price. Because ideally in my head, is that full price that is the price I'm meant to set for the product. But I also now, so that's what you do. Added benefits, like, higher tier products. That's what you should, because there will be different people. There are people that are ready to pay you for one-on-one. There are people that are ready to just pay for your ebooks, for your course. So offer different tier pricing for people. Communicate the value of your product to your target audience and highlight the problem it's solving, the outcome it's creating. Like, always talking benefits, talking outcome, talking value-based pricing. Those are the tasks, or those are the things you need to do. Now, the third part, let's talk about this before we go on our first break. Our only break. The third part is distribution, marketing. Content is king, but distribution is queen. I learned this when I saw a guy who did not make, or who has not done 1/10 of what I've done. And that guy was pricing his course at 100 USD then. That was when my course was even lower than that. Was he 100 or more than that? He was pricing his service like 2-3 times what I was charging, and he was getting customers. In my head, I was dulling myself. It's not about who has the best product, it's about who can distribute. I showed you about the guy that has made 150M, the Nigerian guy, and it's because of distribution. And I'll talk about that in the practical class. He knows how he just mastered distribution. Now, he got the right mentors, he got the right people to guide him, and he helped him master. And him to right now is also a master of distribution, because if he can get that kind of result, trust me, he has stories to share. So remember what I said about guru. That guru does not mean expert anymore. Guru does not mean PhD holder. It means a young 15, 20-year-old that has mastered his or her craft. They are gurus. If you are willing to learn from them, you might think they are younger than your last born, but trust me, they have plenty of things to dish to you in this new age that we are in. Me, I'm ready to learn from anybody and anyone. So distribution is queen, and we talked about creating your product. We talked about pricing your products. Now, the idea is about distributing those products. You need to promote your products, and there's the organic and paid approach. there are ways to promote your product, social media, email marketing. I shared some of the ways I used to get people's email for email marketing, search engine, there's Google Ads and co, content marketing, webinars, affiliates. The guy I told you now, he used affiliates to make the bulk of his money. So, but just understand that these are the approaches or these are the ways. Now, even if you are maybe you're a quiet type or you don't want to, I've had people like that. They say I'm the quiet type. I don't want people to know me. Maybe I don't want to be talking like the way you are talking about yourself. I started quietly when I started coaching or when I started teaching. I didn't even talk about myself. I used to talk about my students. Then I used to have people ask me questions about me. What have I done? I'm like, you don't need to know what I've done. If you want to buy this course, buy. If you don't want to buy, don't worry. If you still, no matter the story I give you, if you don't want to be convinced, you won't be convinced. So it's not about the story I'm telling you. So, but the idea is this: you can be silent. If you are someone that is an introvert, you don't want people to know who you are. I know people who are introverts or who are even working 9 to 5. All they do is they run ads. So the ads, they've created the landing page, they've created the funnel, and they run ads, and everything is automated, and bam, they run the email, abandon carts. All these things are technical time, but don't worry, you will learn them. It's even me too. Then I was a novice, but I'm still learning all these things. So they run their ads, bam, bam, as in automated, and I know some of them that hire people that knows how to do these things for them. Like they have the course or they have the digital product. They hire the person that created all this. So I know if a student, her sister, she created a product, a fitness product for people who want to lose weight. Then the sister does not know anything about marketing. So she knows about marketing. So what the sister just did was to hire her. And she's the one doing all the whole. So that means the sister is just the quiet person making the money. She's the one creating. So that you can have people like that for you. If you are the person that, I'm an introvert, I don't know how to do all these technical things, no problem. But I have knowledge I want to share with people. There's no problem. You pay them. There are different ways to even pay these people. You can pay them a percentage of the product. Like it costs you because it costs you nothing. Just don't be greedy. It costs you nothing. Then they'll even be motivated. Maybe you guys say, okay, we'll share 70-30. For every product you sell, you make 30%, I make the 70%. It means the more product they sell, they will be thinking that the more product they sell, the more money they will make. You too, the more product you sell, the more money you make. So everybody wins. So these are the different ways to promote your product. You can promote it organically, talk about your product, because if it's what you talk about, people will know. If you talk about it on your status, leverage communities, make people talk about your product, and before you know it, you're making bank. You can market your products offline too. It doesn't even limited to online alone. Speaking engagement, networking event, even though print advert is almost dying, still one way to market your product. You can offer discount, promo, you can build a community, have a sales page. And the best way is just market your products depending on your target audience and where they are, so that you can target them. Now your budget. If you don't have money, have time. If you don't have money, use content marketing, use viral marketing, use organic marketing. If you don't have money, use communities, use people to talk for your product. If you don't have money. But if you have money, use paid ads, use YouTube ads. If you have money, so you really don't have an excuse. If you don't have money, there are things you can do to sell your product. If you have money, there are things you can do to sell your product. So now, some of the guidelines for marketing, your product is that use persuasive language. Like testimonials go a long way. As in, I've learned, like, people from my testimonials alone, I make a lot of sales. Like, I share testimonials and people will just say, trust me, the way testimonials work. Now, even me that share testimonials, I still read other people's testimonials and I get moved by it. And I'm like, okay, is this what my testimonial used to do for people? So just use testimonials. Now, establish yourself as an authority in your niche. Now, this is simple. This is not, as I said, this is not as complicated or as complex as you think. See, the moment you start talking about something, about a topic on social media, people will start thinking you're an authority. Whether you're an authority or not, that one is up to you. But the moment you start talking about a topic on social media, trust me, you will start, over time, you start being branded as an authority on that topic. It's as simple as that. The first time, it will be as if, no, you are not getting an audience, but people are noticing you. And you'll be top of mind when anything in that topic comes. Consistency is just all you need. Provide free, valuable content. This is also in addition to your authority. You can see what I used to do. Now, when I provide free, valuable content, people would, assign me as this guy knows what he's talking about, to build trust with your audience. Through blogs, I have a blog, even though I'm not serious with my blog now. Videos, YouTube, or you can have a YouTube channel. Through webinars, I create free classes. To build trust with your audience. You build trust and credibility and authority if you are doing all these things. You can also offer a money back guarantee to reduce if you are, if you want to make sure that okay, you can offer that money back to tell them that okay, if it does not work, you can get your money back. Even though I don't really, but I've had stories of people. I think I've only had one person who have paid back her money. That was when I had a debt to deal with, and I was not concentrating in class to teach the person very well. Now, she didn't tell me at the beginning that she was a special student. If she had told me, I would have handled that differently. Like, she didn't tell me that she needed hearing aid to hear. So that means she could not hear class. So she needed subtitles. So if not, I would have not used Zoom. I would have used Google Meet for her own. Like, if she had told me she needed special classes, I would have, created special things for her. I would have ensured that that was during my training period, during work with hours. I would have ensured that she was, treated specially. But when she came to me, she was like, they were not, like, I knew that if I was there, I would have handled the matter well. And I was telling my team then, my project manager, this is what you're meant to do. But, he did not have the same expertise as I have, but she's the only one I've paid her money back. Like, the moment she was not getting, I just said, oh yeah, give me your account number. Let me send your money back to you. I'm sorry. All the materials you've gotten, don't worry, they are free. And to today, everybody is fine. That's last. One of the, like, if you can, when people have issues, just, when you send the money back, everything has ended. You'll make your money somewhere else. Identify the most effective channels to target, you reach your audience, leverage social media, email marketing, collaborate where possible, collaborate with influencers, affiliates, industry experts, engage your customers through, interactive things, create a community and offer, forum where possible, communicate with your audience, like communicate regularly, make them, they want to be in touch with you. They want to have that, just give them something. It can be a blog, it can be a social media stuff, it can be YouTube. Just give them something that, just provide something for your people. Now, this is what sales funnels looks like. It's a numbers game. You can see awareness, interest, desire, action. So there's prospects, suspects, the potential, your target market, and your customers. See, create it. See, like, when you understand the way this thing works, it works in a funnel system. 1,000 people click on your products. 500 people are interested. Maybe you create a webinar, or 500 people attended. Out of 500 people that attended, 100 people show interest, 20 people paid. That's the way it works. It's a numbers game. So now this is now the marketing. This is now the marketing part, and this is what you should have at the back of your mind. Understand that sales funnels are very good when you are dealing with this angle. Now, also provide excellent customer service, like after support for your students. Like, that's why I don't joke with after support. Like, it's important that when they buy your product, that should not be the last. There should be something that, because let me tell you something, when you create after support, they can become return customers. They can give you word of mouth buzz for you. They can become your salespeople. So create an after support. Now, after support does not have to be complex. It can be maybe a newsletter where after maybe they buy your product, so you have a special newsletter for your customers, and you don't bombard them. Maybe you send them once 2 weeks, and in that newsletter, I'm just giving an example. It's just coming off my head now. In that newsletter, you can tell them, if you have any questions, you can reply me. I will answer you. This is customer that have paid for a value that you have delivered on, but you created an after support that maybe they now say, oh, in that your book, I really did not understand what you said in chapter 3. They send a message back to you, and you now reply, oh, this is what I meant. Oh, I don't know, because sometimes some people's situation might be unique, and it's just resolving problems that your customers will have, because they will have problems. Trust me, they will have them. And if you create that after support, it's going to be, you would gain, like, you will gain their trust, you gain their love, they will refer you to other people. Like, and their referral is always strong. They will refer you, they will talk about you well. I still got a message today from someone that said, I got your number from somewhere. Person said you've trained him before. I'm like, that's what I like. That after support, that if you do it thinking in a value mode, you create a lot for your people. So in conclusion, it's all about value, digital products. Focus on your target audience, create value for them. There's strategic pricing, we covered that, value-based pricing, then build trust, use different channels, implement, and you'll be well on your success. And don't give up. Creating and selling digital products, it's not easy sometimes too. Like it has its own, it comes with its own challenges. Maybe you run an ad, you don't make any money from it, or customers stop coming at a point. You would face, it's not going to be all rosy. But if you keep working, the reward is worth the effort. Trust me. It's a business model that pays passively. Like you can sell, you can create something that will be generating money for you, even when you're not there. So that is it on the first 2 sessions. Okay. I believe you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, now, so this is the practical session now, and I just want to show you 1 or 2 things when it comes to practical. Now, these boards here, some of these boards here, just some of the things I use. I'll share them. Some of them I'll be able to log in, others I will not. I don't want to log in for reasons best known to me. But I will log into most of them. So this is Amazon KDP now. This KDP for Kindle Direct Publishing. You see people shouting Amazon. Even though Nigerians will do Nigerian way, some of them will do the wrong thing, get banned. Some of them just because they want to make quick buck, they will do. Nigerians now on our way. But Amazon still remains one of the best places to sell your products as an ebook, because Amazon has its own ecosystem, and if you have ebooks, you just need to learn how to self-publish your ebooks, and you can reach millions of readers. So Amazon even they have a course. They have a course on how to become a self-publisher. So they call it self-publisher, meaning you are the publisher. Normally when you have ebooks, or when you create an ebook or a template or a workbook or something, or a guide, you will need a publisher to help you publish. But with Amazon, you become a self-publisher. So Kindle Direct Publishing, you can direct. So there are some rules to this, you need to have a Payoneer account for collecting money. I'm not going to go into plenty technicals because we have plenty things to cover, and I want to go straight to the point. So with Amazon, for example, you can sign in with your Amazon account. You can create your book, follow some formatting guidelines. You can format yourself, or you can get a formatter, an ebook formatter, and straight up, like anything, one of the things I'll tell you is this: just learn all the background you need to learn about Amazon, like before you go on it. If you need to get someone's course, but trust me, everything you need is online, free. Or if you really need to take some people's courses, maybe you're trying to see if there's something different that they are doing, you can take their course. Some of them have some cheap courses that I've seen. But there are a lot of free resources online, like YouTube. Even Amazon themselves have created a lot of free resources for you to use their Kindle. Like there was time they were sending me email about their academy or something, and you can just learn everything about Amazon in that academy for free. So yeah, learn how easy it is. You can see self-publish with KDP for free. Learn how easy you can. So there are plenty of things you can do. So KDP, Amazon KDP is for right now for if it is ebooks now, because Amazon is just for ebooks, not courses now. So if it is ebooks, you can use Amazon for your ebooks, and you get this thing. So now let's go into Seller. Now, Seller is a Nigerian platform, and with Seller you can sell your courses.
Hello, sir. We cannot see your slides. I think
I'm screen sharing.
On marketing guidelines. We can only see marketing guidelines for product 1. That's what we can see. Is that what you're teaching on?
Wait. Oh, I'm sharing the wrong thing. Thank you. I screen shared this. I don't know why it did not go. Thank you. Oh, marketing guidelines. So let me show you Amazon back. Oh, sorry about that. And thank you for, I did not talk too much. This is Amazon. Find a way to edit that part of the video later. So this is Amazon I was talking about. Remember everything I was talking about Amazon. You can see the Amazon right now, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So this is Amazon I was talking about. Sorry about that. I thought I screenshot this one. I don't know, it went to my old slide. So, but this is Amazon I was talking about, kdp.amazon.com. This is video guides, short video guides. This is, you can click on learn how to use Amazon to create products. So this is about Amazon, like everything about Amazon is here. And as I said, there are plenty of free resources. They even created the KDP has global fund, like for every month, they have money they send they share with people like you that create products. They will even give you more money to support you. So Amazon has done a lot when it comes to book, and they've been in the game for 20 something years when it comes to books. So they know how to do books. So your ebooks, you can even create the paperback version where you format it very well. And Amazon, anybody that wants to print it, they will print. Amazon will be there. Amazon have a printing business that will print the ebook for the ebook to become print. Maybe they don't want to read soft copy, they want hard copy. That your ebook that you created, people can download the hard copy. Like when I'm not download per se, print it, they will buy the print version, and Amazon will deliver that print to them, because they will tell you to format it well so that, to come into their guidelines, and they would send that print book to anybody that buy it anywhere in the world. The thing about Amazon is Amazon has a lot of users, millions of users, and with that Amazon alone, you have access to millions of people. Now let's go to Seller. Now Seller is a Nigerian company. No, is it Nigerian? The founder is a Rwandan or something thereabouts. But Seller is African. I think at least I will not get it wrong in that way. Seller is an African company. I know a lot of Nigerians that work there. Maybe that's why I'm having that wrong. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure it's Nigerian. Seller is an African company, and it's a digital hosting platform. And they copied Gumroad, and I'm going to show you Gumroad. And they created things better too, like things tailored to the African audience. And so this is what Seller looks like. This is a dashboard of Seller, your product, your customers, your payout, your money. Oh, I still have small money inside this thing. I just remember I forgot one small change inside here. Wallet. There's a small change inside here. Oh, 25K. Yeah. I know there's a small change here. You can see this is what payout looks like. I see. So when I say I have small money, I just left this money. But this is what, affiliates. So you can also have affiliate on Seller, and you can track them. So what, the number of affiliates, the link they have, the amount of sales they've made, the amount of, so there's a lot of things you can do when it comes to Seller. So this is products. This is all your products. This is all my products. So I have different products, and this is freelancer client magnet. If you can see, as I told you that I have 283 sales, so you can see for yourself. This freelancer client magnet is live. These are some of my ebooks. I told you I have 11 ebooks. So there's one on freelance writing, there's one on Fiverr, there's one on understanding skills. Now, this particular ebook, I sold it for free. There's remote work. There's this Stop Wasting Your Connect. There's proposal ebook. 131 people have bought this one. All of my ebooks, I don't really market them because I put them inside my course. And this is my former course, but this is the course I decided to focus on. But this is what Seller looks like. And I'm going to show you some things. Let me see. There are some things I want to show you. So let's go to, this is it. So let's go to so if you click this view public link, it will take you here. So this is what my product looks like in the public view. Anybody that want to buy my product, this is what they will see. So you can always have a back end, front end, like you can edit your stuffs. And you can see how it looks like, the curriculum, the reviews, what people have said about the product, and there are people that have bought so you can see. Then they even get certificate on completion. You can buy the book now. When they click on buy now, it takes them here. They can check out, and they if they have coupon code, they can use it. If they don't have coupon code, see. Then this is, so that's what Seller looks like. And so ebooks too also works on Seller. So I even have like I can see my store link. Let me go here. Let me just show you this. So sometimes there's a way you can group if you have multiple products, there's a way you can group them. And this is what my multiple product looks like. So you can group them, you can see different products. This is what my store looks like, my storefront. So I have this same storefront on, in Seller. So this is what it looks like. So it's easy to list products here and start selling. Like, it's as simple as just start selling. That's what it is, product. So this particular product is free. You can see 0. This particular product is $8, 7.5. Let me change it to Naira. So you can see, you can change the currency. Let me change it to Naira so you can see the Naira equivalent of everything. But it's, US, that means people can pay international. So this is Naira, 45K, 40K, 35, 7, 4K. I created this one for our academy then, in case you wanted to use this. 45, 35. Yeah. So these are, so you can put a price. You can also put a cancelled. There's a way you can do this one, cancel. It's psychological. Tell them maybe they are getting a promo or something. You can view. So this is what it looks like. You write something about the product, what they are getting from the product, and if they buy it, what they get. And, buy now, blah blah blah. Then frequently bought together. You can put them. So you can see. But so that's how Seller works. And this. So you can host your product on Seller. You can start selling, and you can make a lot of money. That's Seller for you. If you want to host your product, you need to get their paid version. That's if you're hosting product. But if it's just ebooks alone, you don't need to pay for anything to Seller. It's free to sign up and you start selling and making money. But because I'm hosting product, that's why I'm using this pro version, and it's 8,000 Naira every month. That's cheap. That's when you make your money. So now the same thing I said about my email, about the Google form I created, is the same thing I did for this book I made for free. Is because I'll collect their emails. So you can see I have all their emails. So that's what I need. So I can sell anything I want to sell to them in the future. So this is Seller. The next one is Gumroad. So I've not taken my Gumroad serious. Like, I've not had the time to take it serious. But it's the same thing applied. The same thing you do on you can see I've only done $92 on Gumroad. Like, I don't take it serious. It was the time I took it serious, I made money. And just in less than 1 week or 2 weeks, that was when I took it serious. Since then, I've not had the time. But I'll have this time very soon. But this is Gumroad. It's also the same thing. As I said, Seller copied Gumroad. So Gumroad, the difference between Seller and Gumroad is that Gumroad is also good for you, especially if you want to be targeting international audience and it's dollars, pounds, or anything. If you want to be targeting international audience, then you should have Gumroad. So nothing says you can't have your product listed on Gumroad, listed on Seller. Like, so this, you can have your product. You can see this is what my course looks like on Gumroad. Like this, you can edit your course here. As you're editing it, you see what it looks like, in the presets, what it look like. You can add videos, you can add testimonials, you can add anything, you can add covers, you can add thumbnails, you can add call to action, what you want the call to action to be. You can add summary, you can add additional details, you can add integration, you can add pricing, you can add different variation of pricing, you can add like anything, you can add, there's a lot of things you can add. You can add like, check out home, like your audience analytics, post, like you can do a lot with Gumroad. So Gumroad is like Seller. You can host your digital product on both platforms. Seller, Gumroad, you can host your digital product. Now, when it comes to, you can also use affiliate platforms. I've not been using, okay, we just signed up on Digitime this week, 3 days ago, 2 days ago. So this is what their platform looks like. And Stake Cut too. This Stake Cut, like these are, and we have ExpertNet. So I'm on I'm on ExpertNet, we're on Digistem, we're on Stake Cut. Okay, we've not listed on this place. We're listed on, for FCM now, we're listed on Seller, ExpertNet, and Digistem. I've not had time, but I need to charge because I need money. I need to charge my affiliates. I need to charge affiliates. So that, but what I'm trying to tell you that this is one way to, you too, when you have digital product, maybe you have a course, you can list your course, and it costs you, you can list your course on all these platforms too. The idea is you have people that will help you push your course if it's valuable enough, and they will push it. And there's not, another thing you should understand is that there's nothing bad in competition, like in the sense that even though someone has created something similar, you can, if your own course is better, why not compete with them? And don't be scared of competition. Me, I'm not scared of competition. I don't mind if anybody is creating similar product. Even me, I will support competition safe. competition, they know that I'll support them, because me, I know that your competition will make me better, will make me not complacent. And I know that I will need to, when I realize people are playing in my space too much, I go to an higher space to play alone. It's called category, building a different category. It's a mindset where you create a different category for yourself and you become owner of that category. And when that category becomes crowded again, you create another category for yourself. So that way you can price, you can, that's another training or another course for another day. But this is what it looks like. And this, in case you want to leverage these platforms, this is what they look like. Now, this is Teachable. But Teachable is an hosting platform for courses. So now I hosted it's an hosting platform, because I could not host on Seller. So Teachable, I pay monthly. I could not host. I have this thing now. Because I could not host on Seller, I had to host my course on Teachable. So for Expertner, for Digital and Co. So you will need to host, especially if it is course you want to create, you need to host on these platforms, on platforms like Teachable or Thinkific or Kajabi or Podio. So this is my course on Teachable. It's the same thing, the curriculum. This is what the curriculum looks like. So there's curriculum, when you're doing courses, there's curriculum development. Now, curriculum development is easy, guys. It's just English. You can check other people's curriculum. Use it as a guide for yours, like what other people have done. And if you check my course, for example, and funny thing about Seller is that for every course you want to buy, you will see their curriculum. Like any course that is hosted on Seller, you will see their curriculum outline. That's one beauty about Seller. So if you have a competitor, for example, go and check their curriculum. That can give you an idea to use it to develop your own curriculum. It's a secret. It's as simple as that. You don't need to stress yourself. Go to someone else's curriculum and go and copy and use it. And you can check 3-5 people curriculum and see, okay, this one is good, this one is good, this one is bad, this one, I don't like this one. Yeah, I think customers will like this one. And you compare, you merge them together and you create your own curriculum. It's as simple as that. I'm showing you my own curriculum now. You can see for everybody that gets FCM, this is what it gets. And this is what the curriculum looks like. The FCM product, like I said, I'll give you my secrets. I don't mind. The Upwork course, so it was Upwork course into 2 Upwork client magnets, and Upwork mastery course. Then you get LinkedIn, you get freelancer pricing magnets, you get remote jobs, you get Fiverr, then you get cold email, then you get freelancer portfolio extra conclusion. Now remember your next step. Remember what I said about videos and ebooks. So these are ebooks, these are videos. Anything ebook, you see ebooks, anything video, you see video. So videos, so they are videos and ebooks. That's the combination I used. So if you look at this, for example, look at this particular Upwork client magnet. So for Upwork client magnet, for example, you have a step-by-step, or from experience, I shall know what they need. Then ebook. I added ebook, then I added video again, I added ebook, then I added video again, video again. You get. So that's how you can use that to develop your own curriculum. So what other things? I use ConvertKit. My subscribers are reducing. Now this is what ConvertKit looks like. I'm showing you all this. Like, I don't mind showing you. I don't even mind. I don't care. You can see it. Now these things will go up, they'll go down. Just it's the game. The game is the game. Let's play with the numbers. By the time I have about 5,000 emails in reserve, I'll need to add them, because by the time I add them to this, it becomes 14-15K. So, but I'm still careful. I don't want to add them yet. I have my reasons. But this is what ConvertKit looks like. You want to send emails, you want to grow your subscribers. Now, because email marketing is one way for you to sell your products, as I've said, email marketing is one of the ways you can use. And I'm just showing you. Now, if you see, these are my landing pages. If you see the landing pages that I said, I created an ebook, and I created a landing page and say, if you want free materials, use this. Now, the goal is this. When people click on my free materials, they will input their email to access the product. The moment they input that email, it comes to me, and I can sell something to them. Now they can also subscribe in the future and get my free materials for free. But remember, it's a numbers game. Some of them will stay and become future customers for me. So that's the idea. So some of my newsletters in the last 7 days, my newsletter, my proposal page, anyone I shop, post and share with people, you know, and you just share it over and over because every day, anything you post on social media, let me tell you, people forget what you post. You are the only one that remember what you post. People forget, like people forget. When you learn that, you will post the same thing 50 times. When you learn that, you post the same thing 50 times because people forget what you post. Like, as in when I learned that, it became like a life-changing thing for me. So I can, because me before, like right now, as I speak with you, I have like 50, what am I saying, 50? I have like 700 and something articles. So every day I write, but I don't talk about the same thing. I talk about the new thing. So when I learned that, I can be saying what I'm saying. So I don't have any problem. So now the other, ConvertKit is not the only. And one thing about ConvertKit is this: ConvertKit, they have a lot of video academy that will teach you, you know, apart from they have a community, they have things that will teach you, but I don't want to go deep into that. I just want to show you. Now, apart from ConvertKit, there are also other email platform. So I don't just use ConvertKit. It's like I've not used these ones very well like that, but I just created them because I want to test them out. But it's the same thing, it's the same mindset, you know. You can join their free plan. They used to have a free trial. So you can join their free trial, create a campaign, you know, create a landing page, create forms, sign up forms, you get. So you just, you know, you know, the same, they work the same way. ConvertKit, MailChimp, Get Response, all and all like that. So then all these things. Now, even Flutter, Wave, and Paystack, I might not have the time to log in, but if not, I've showed you. I used to use when I started, it's Flutter, Wave, and Paystack I used to receive my money. Should I log in? You guys want me to log in? You need me to log in. If you need me to log in, I'll log in. But you don't, if you don't need me, I won't log in. Because if I log in, I'll just show you one or two things you can. Let me log in. Nothing they happen. I'll log in. Let me log in. So like my Flutter Wave and my Paystack. Hey, do I remember my Paystack password? I used to forget that. But I want to show you something. I want to show you something to say, because it's still part of this thing we are talking about. Now, everything we talked about for seller, for example, everything we talked about for seller, for Gumroad, you can also do the same thing on Flutter Wave and Paystack. But, you know, I don't know, because they have other things they are making money from. So it's just like their side hustle. But what is this one? Let me show you. Because before I started using Gumroad, Seller, Teachable, it's Flutter Wave and Paystack I used to use to receive my money, to list, post my product. Let me show you, show 258. Let me just show you. Okay, yeah, so this is Flutter Wave and Paystack. Oh, yeah, this is Flutter Wave and Paystack. I'll read it later. This is what Flutter Wave and Paystack looks like. So with Flutter Wave, you can create payment links. Now with that payment link, let me show you what I mean by payment link. So this is FCM course, for example. Let's preview this page. This is FCM course, for example. This is what it looks like. Well, this was for those. Okay, so I have some people that they wanted to pay me dollars. So it's Flutter Wave link I created for them. But this is what FCM looks like. So my Upwork course then. This is what my Upwork course looked like. Let me see. Let me see. So yeah, so this is what. So with Flutter Wave, you can host your course on Flutter Wave. Like that is what I want to make. Oh, 1 year. Oh, okay. You don't know. I wanted to show you something, but it's them that know. All right. So with this is Flutter Wave. Now the idea is you can also, you know, so that time, remember the time I said, answer now. Remember the time I said, I was using Google Link, Google Drive to host my product. So I was using Google Drive to host my product. And so I just use, so let me tell you, the point I'm trying to make is this, because you want people to pay you, and sometimes people don't want to pay you. Like you meet people that want to pay you into your bank accounts. Then you also meet people that they don't want to pay you, say they prefer paying They prefer paying into maybe a link or something, you know, because different people with different, like, so these are for this is, I don't need to log into Paystack because it's the same thing. So these are, you can log in, like you can create payment links, you can create, you can host your so you can have a store. This is what I'm trying to say. You can have product, so you can host your products, like you can see. So you can see this. Remember this when I started. This was how I started. Remember, so people can pay you via, you know, via this, you know, Flutterwave. In case, you know, it's also an alternative. I still use it like my backup to backup. I tell people to pay via seller. If they can't pay via seller, I give them the Flutterwave link. So it's the same. Like you can create a storefront with images, you know, with explanation of what the product looks like, and you know, it can be your storefront. So that's also another place, another way to host your product, and it's free. So it's free. Let me see. Let me look for what it looks like. Yeah, but it's free. So this is just an example. You can see the year 2020. Remember that's how I started. You know, so you can see people. So people will pay via the link. Some people will pay you for your bank account, and just have options, different options for people. And I think I've showed you everything. I've showed you Teachable. I've showed you Gumroad. I've showed you the affiliate platforms. I've showed you my email. I've showed you Amazon. I've showed you Seller. Yeah. There are other things, but let me just, those are enough for now when it comes to the practical class. So let's just go into, with this viewpoint of mine, I believe you've seen some of things, and I've showed you some of my secrets. I don't mind. That does not mean I'll not make money. But just so like things that you can use, and you can see the behind the scene. I just try to show you the behind the scene, so that when you see people, or when you see me claiming figures or something, you should see the behind the scene of work that I put in to get those things to happen. So yeah, so I believe I've showed you things. Now the idea is this, guys, the point is this, the final point I'll make before you start asking me questions is this. One of the things you can do for yourself is you can productivize yourself. So what does this mean? It means if you are a writer, you can create a product around writing, maybe an ebook or a course. If you are a virtual assistant, you can create a product around virtual assistant. If you are a digital marketer, you can if you are a data analyst, you can create a product around data analysis. It can be, remember that we went through the first part. We talked about ebook, videos, courses, workbook, and everything. Now, the idea is this: as you are making money exchanging your time, like, you know, freelancing, consultations, if you are making money exchanging your time, you can also make money passively with your digital product. So digital product is not limited to me alone. Coach, you that are not a coach, but you don't know that you can teach someone something. You that are not a coach, you can offer your service, you can offer your, if you are a UI UX person, you can create an ebook on how I went from $0 to $1,000 per month in my UX journey. And trust me, there are people that want to read it. Maybe they are at zero. So remember that you're not me, you're not a coach like me, but because of what you've done, how I made my first $1,000 on Upwork. That's the story. That's the digital product. And people will buy. It can be 2K, can be 5K. Imagine you are selling 50 copies every month. That can cover for fuel. This one, that fuel is expensive. So your digital product is passive, can be making money for you passively. Then you can focus on active, like, maybe you are still servicing clients, you are still working with clients. That can be your active work. Your digital product can be collecting money for you passively. It's an extra source of income that you can do and that you can leverage in. I hope with this viewpoint of mine, I've been able to convince and not to confuse you. So please, if you have questions for me, I believe this is the time to ask me now. Thank you very much. You can ask me your questions now. You can unmute your mic now. I hope everybody is not muted.
I could. Thank you very much. This is loaded, truly. So I have a question on creating free products. Like, how do you determine what should be free? Like, or to what extent the free content, because like for you, for example, if someone just gets all your free content, I feel like they will still be able to get enough value to earn money if you're serious. So like, how do you demarcate what should be free and what should be paid? Then,
That's a very good question. Please ask your second one.
okay, the second one is, when you're going through all that process, in my head, I'm just like, the ebook itself, the course itself, FCM, and then all that process, like how long does it take? Because it looks like a lot. Realistically, how long does it take?
I didn't, wait. I didn't, let me explain how even long it takes. Now, I didn't show you all this to make you, to bamboozle you, to make it feel like, even though this thing is complex. I wanted to simplify things for you. So the goal is not to make it complex, it's to simplify it. Now, to answer your question, how long does it take? Now, let me explain something to you. And it has happened to me over and over. Now, I remember when I wanted to create my teachable course. So I was procrastinating because, so I wanted to host my course on Teachable. And I will even also share the seller story. So I was procrastinating because this thing looks like plenty work. This thing looks like plenty work, like with everything I showed you. Now, the day, after procrastinating for a month, I used to have a down on my neck. The day I decided to do it, I didn't spend 3 hours before I completed it. I was not telling her that, why was I now procrastinating this long? When I could have, do you get? Now, because trust me, what you said now, Seller, same thing happened to me on Seller, to host the course on Seller. I was procrastinating. But you know what I did? I pre-launched the course. So people paid me before I created it. And I told them that on the 16th of October, that was last year, you are going to get the course. I created that course on the 15th. Because in my head, I was like, people will come and collect this course tomorrow. So that means I procrastinated from 1st of October. It was looking like, on the 15th. Now, it took me longer because I had a problem. I had a challenge uploading. I was uploading videos on Seller. That was my first time. I first watched their video on how to upload. I was uploading videos on Seller and they were turning upside down. I think it's because of the version of my converter. I used a video converter. But the point is this. These things don't look hard. Because now it took me, let me now explain. At the end, Seller took me longer than Teachable. I'm not going to lie to you. So it took me, I think it took me overnight because I slept late. I slept around 4 a.m. because I was facing the challenges. But let me say it took me about 6 hours to host on Seller. But let me explain something to you. This is the point I want to make. It took me 6 hours to host on Seller, 6 hours, 7 hours thereabout to host on Seller. But since that time, I've been making money till today and I've not had any reason to go and check or do anything. I've even saying, okay, I said I will do FCM 2.0. That one too is giving me, I'm procrastinating. I've been saying FCM 2.0. That's the reason why I'm mentioning it, so that people will be reminding me, or someone will say, someone will ask me one day and I will charge myself. Now, since that October, 5 hours, 6 hours, I've not done anything since then. I've been making my money till today. The point is, you are going to do that. How long does it take? You are going to do it once. And you'll be making money from it forever. If it is, forever. You'll be making money from it. So the work is just once. You do the work once, only once. Now, marketing is continuous. But hosting, creating is just once. Is once you do it. Now, if you want to update your course in the future, you can do it. You can have 2.0, 3.0. That's the beauty. When you are relaunching your course again, it will create a vibe, buzz. People will want to buy. You can do a promo. Maybe it's Black Friday, you put Black Friday. Maybe it's Easter period, you put Easter promo. Maybe it's Valentine, you do Valentine promo. But the point is to answer your question and not to waste time. You just need to do this once. After doing it once, you make your money for years. Now, the first question you asked about free things. I think Olayinka was the one that asked me that question. And the thing is this. You underestimate or you overestimate people. My free course alone, you are right. My free materials alone is enough for people to be successful on freelancing. But that does not mean people will do it. That does not mean people will use it. Now, let me tell you what my free materials does. The people that use it will come back to share testimonial. I will share the testimonial on my timeline. It's more proof for me, right? And the people that use it, some of them use it. I remember one of them that signed up for my course bought FCM Premium recently. He said he used the free materials, he got a job, he got the first job, he got the second job. He's like, no, I want more. Now, even though the more is not that much more, but in my premium, I make sure that in my course. There are a lot of things in my course that are not in my free. So what are the things I even do in my free? In my free, I curated other people's material. No, there's my own material there, which is my own course. That my ebook that I made free for everybody. Then my webinar a free class that I did. There's one particular free class I did in 2020. And that free class is valuable to today. I still share it for free. It was a free class. If they go to my YouTube channel, they can watch it for free. So I added it to my free materials in quotes. So do you see the strategy? Because it was a free class I did. Now, there's no oversharing, trust me. If you even overshare, if you want to overshare, or if you think you're oversharing, you have a long-term strategy in mind. Let me give you an example of a guy. That guy is Alex Omozi. If you talk about free materials, if you go to his website, he has a course that is loaded and is free. And you go to his website. So I met with one of my students, he was showing me that website, and I was telling him, yes, I know the website. I met him here. The student I was saying, I met him in Europe here. He was showing me, because we're talking about different things, and he was showing me Alex Omozi's website. And I was like, do I know this website? I said, yes, I know this website. It's free. It's on marketing. I think it's activation. I'll look for the website. I'll share with you anybody that needs it. It's free and it's on marketing. Even on his YouTube channel too, he shares a lot of things for free. If you check his TikTok, he shares plenty of things for free. But remember from the strategy I mentioned that you should share valuable content for free. Alex Omozi he only does premium coaching. So when he has been sharing these things for free, maybe you've used his free materials and you've gotten results. When you come to him and you say, I still want maybe a personal, I want you to coach me, you are going to see people who tell you they want that personal relationship with you. See, most of you here, I know the amount most of you paid me. So I'm giving you that same strategy. Because I'm sharing free content. You saw me, okay, you, for example, that asked me these questions. Let me give you how I sold you. You saw my free content on LinkedIn. You saw it over and over. You saw testimonials, and you were like, okay, I'm convinced. Then from there, you're like, okay, I think I want a personal relationship with this person, and I want to be learning more from this person. You sent your person to me. That one got he got my call. Your person got my course. He saw some results too, and you're like, so you see those things. If it looks like you're oversharing, just have an end goal in mind to say, okay, even if I'm sharing all this, then I know that what I'm selling is maybe coaching premium. So that when they see those resources and they get the result they want, it's easy for you to sell them. A lot of people have paid me because they use my free materials. And they paid me, like when I talk, like I know a guy that used my free materials, he made about $10,000. When I was on Clarity Call, I just told him, oh, my coaching is how much. I just mentioned the figure and it's transferred the money to me instantly. Because he had used my free materials and he has made 10K, you don't get. So when I called a figure for him, I didn't need to sell him anything. So that's the thing free materials don't just for you. But trust me, you're not oversharing, because I remember I shared the story where I said the same free materials I shared. Now, some of my ebooks, let me show you something. But everybody, please, if you have questions, I want you guys to ask me questions. But I want to show us something. I want to explain something to tell you that free is overrated. Like, if you think you are sharing for free, don't stress yourself. Can you guys, okay, it's loading. Can you see my screen? Amawumi, can you see my screen? Or everybody, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see.
So I want to show you something. This ebook, this Guide to Freelancing ebook, this ebook, and this other ebook, these two ebooks, they are a thread on Twitter. Do you get? If you check my Twitter, if you search for it, you will see the thread and it's free. But it's ebook and I put a price on it and people will pay for it. See? So the same content I shared for free, I will package that same content and people will pay for that same content. So you overestimate what people like free. People don't even use free things very well. Some of them is when they pay, they use it very well. And so stop wasting your, I made the thread. I just told her to help me convert all the things in that thread into an PDF. That's what she did. This Guide to Freelance Writing ebook, I made a thread too. I did a thread and I did a free class. Some people were saying, how do I become a writer? How do I become a writer? I was not doing that. Becoming a writer is very easy now. And I did a class and I gave people a breakdown of what they can do to become a writer on Telegram. I just copied everything. It was not even me that did it. I just told one of my assistants to copy everything and create a PDF with it. So that's this guide to freelance writing ebook I share with people today is a free resources. But I just design cover and put a price on it. So it's I'm not oversharing, trust me. And there's some things there's some things I'm strategic about, in the sense that, even though the free materials is the content I personally created with sweat and blood, those ones you pay for it too. The ones I curated, maybe free. I saw someone that shared the free resources I feel you can benefit from. And that one I can give you for free. Or a webinar I've done for free. That one I can give you for free. Or if an ebook that I created that I say, okay, I'm going to share this ebook for free. Now, even when I'm sharing that ebook for free, I have at the back of my mind, I'm saying, okay, the people that buy this ebook, the people that get this free ebook, they are this kind of people, and I need their email so that I can sell them something else. Next question.
Thank you, Coach.
Does anybody have any question? The next time I'm going to do this session, I'm going to charge for it. I know a lady that charges.
Yes, so I have questions, boss.
Please, ask me.
Okay, so thank you for the session. You've really talked about pricing, which I feel I have an issue with. But then my fear is always that, what if it is too expensive? Will people pay? Won't people see me as being too greedy or something? But you've opened my eyes to name your price, deliver quality, and you get people that want to pay for your service, no matter how expensive it is. Thank you for that. Now, you said you are going to show us how you created this slide. Actually, I'm working on my content for my training, and I'm looking at how to put them into a slide, which is a headache for me. So I was very happy when you said we are going to show us. Please, I'd like to see the practical steps so that I can work on it. Thank you, boss.
Okay. So does anybody have any other question? But I want to show you this one. Does anybody have questions?
I think you've addressed a bit of mine, because, and I know if I see this, you'd be like, you're not surprised to hear this. For me, my challenge with having to, to do or create digital products is always, marketing channels, marketing options. I'm not, what's the word? For social media, I'm almost like a non-active participant. That's much of an introvert. So I always feel like I don't have a buying crowd. I always feel like if I want to do something like that, it would not even go past my laptop, or it just will not go far. So I think you probably just had to address that for me. And the options are plenty. I didn't even know that there were that much options, like without even having to show my face. You get, so I'm very relieved. It's definitely something I would want to, there's nothing as reassuring as making money in your sleep. Like you said, build once and forever. So there's nothing as, and I think it's just the way to go. So I think you've had to answer that question for me.
Yeah. It's when you're an introvert, and I didn't hear, I saw your question, I'll answer. When you're an introvert, it means you can assign someone else. So you have people who are digital marketers who know how to sell. So, but with you that you have created the product, you can assign these guys and they will help you sell your product. So it can be a collaboration, it can be a payment, a one-off payment. But you just have people that, okay, I have this product and I need to get it to the right people who need it, and they will help you. So as an introvert, there are options. Now, which brings me to the question Adeni asked. He said, what's the role of webinars in sales of cross creation? Webinars, webinars are one of the best ways to sell your course. Because I've not even mastered webinar create. Like, there's a way that I know people that have automated webinars. So me, I've done webinar, but it's just like webinars that I even want to do another webinar recently. So if I want to do a webinar, it came to my head this morning. But what's the importance of webinar? Webinar is like a free session where you can give people a snippet of your knowledge, and people are really gingered, then you can also have the promo in that moment. I remember the last webinar I did on FCM, I think I got 35 sales from that webinar. Yes, 35 sales. I can remember the figure because I gave them a unique promo code. So I created a promo code on Seller, and I give them that unique promo code. I can show you, I can go and show you the promo code. I don't need to show you. There's one promo code I see in, I don't want you to see. So I gave them a unique promo code in the webinar, and 35 people used that promo code. It was just like a 10K off, and just because, and I told them, and the way you sell that, just because you are in the seminar, this promo code of which it was really unique to them. And so they were gingered, they got the knowledge, I was answering their questions. So the idea is, say, webinars, they go a long way. And I know people that have made money from webinars. Like, if you can sell, if you can get 1,000, remember that is a numbers game. So if you can get a lot of people to your place, and you can, talk for free, some people will ask questions, some people will be gingered. Webinar is just like hosting a free training, and people join. It's more like the same thing, because it's the same philosophy. People join, you talk about it, you now say, okay, I have a course. Like, if I've shared a lot with you now. If you want more, you can get my course. But because you are here, I can give you a one-off. They will know, it's just psychology. Because you are here, you use your copywriting skills to create urgencies and scarcity. But because you are here, you get a 10% off, you get 50% off, just because you are in this webinar. And it's only limited to the guys in this webinar alone. And it ends in 24 hours. So you get sales. So from experience, webinars create a lot of sales. But there are no limits to, no, I don't want to answer your question yet. But webinar creates, I will answer your question after I answer in person. Webinar creates a lot of, well, let me answer your question. Your question is a very funny question that people used to ask. Webinar creates a lot of buzz and creates a lot of positive energy, and it generates sales. Like, as I said, the last webinar I did, I got 35 sales, like 35 of FCM in that webinar. It was December. Like, I got sales, people are just buying. Remember that I created that urgency and scarcity, because in copywriting, you need to learn how to create urgency and scarcity to say only 20 slots are available. Even though 25 people pay, you collect their money. But all these things are strategies. I'm giving you all these secrets. That's the way it works. That's in me. I used to be against these secrets before, but I've embraced them now because they work. And what matters is you making the money. So yes, webinars are very, very good to generate sales. And webinars are good when you want to maybe a mid-ticket product. When you want to sell a mid-ticket product, like a course or coaching, you can use webinars, because that's the idea. Is you use webinars to sell a mid-ticket product, because webinars for an ebook is like, because of when you use webinar for an ebook, it's more like you're wasting the webinar, in my own personal opinion, really, because you should use a webinar for a mid to high ticket product. That's what you use webinars for. But mostly people use webinars for mid ticket. But I know people that have used webinar for coaching too, and they get 1 or 2 people that sign up for their coaching because of the webinar. But yes, that's what you use webinars for. But webinars are very, very, very effective. Very, very. If you know how to use them well. I know people that have made money from webinar. Webinar is one of the things I want to master. Like, I want to do it well, because I know people that, as in, webinar is like it's like an ATM printing machine. So yes, webinar works very well. So now, Olayimika's question, let me answer that. Now, today, the whole thing I did today, let me tell you guys, the whole thing I did today was for you people. So this morning, I was working on the slide and everything. I had to rest. Now I've done the seminar, all the things I meant to post this night now. Maybe I'll just post 1 or 2 things. So you can see why, and I did not charge 1 naira. You can see why when I spent a whole day, you still are meant to charge for it. But no, I felt like doing this for free. I felt like I want to charge, I will charge with my full chest. The next time I'm doing this, I will charge with my full chest. Anybody that wants to come. If they are not interested to come, they should not come. I don't send. Your customers will come. I will answer everybody's question, but I want to show you people something. Olayimika's question. She said she wanted to see how I did. Hey, I hope this thing opens. I hope it opens, because I was getting an error recently. So this is ChatGPT. Wait, can you guys see my screen?
Yes, sir.
So this is ChatGPT. This was the questions I asked ChatGPT today. Let me see. I'm not showing you the secrets. I don't mind you. I've told you people it's ChatGPT that created your slide. So see, look at the questions. So, and this is something you guys should also learn to use. Like, ChatGPT is there for you as an assistant to use. Don't see. See what I said. I want a 5-slide presentation, how to price and market your digital product to earn over $100,000 yearly. And ChatGPT answered me, value-based pricing, strategic pricing. Then I already asked the first question on how to create and distribute. I have all this knowledge in my head, but I wanted something that I only need to edit. So that means I don't need to be creating from my head. So I knew what I needed. I knew what I didn't want. So I want a 10-slide presentation on how to create. So that was what I did. ChatGPT now created it for me. And I copied and pasted it to, I didn't even use this one. There are things I used, there are things I didn't use. But I copied and pasted it to my Google Doc here. I wanted to learn how to use this. Google has its own that you can convert Google Doc to Google Slide. But the one I know how to use is Word Online. I hope it opens because I've been having issues with it. If it does not, the day it opens, I'll just create a video and send to you. So it's Word Online. So Microsoft Word has their online version. Microsoft Word, there's Word Online. So this is it. This is Word Online. I hope this thing can go short. So Microsoft Word has their online version. I hope it can make me sign in. Project. So this is Microsoft. You see Microsoft Online. Sign in. It was giving me an issue before. It does not. That means we'll be able to see it. So thank God it showed. He logged in. He logged me in. So it's Microsoft Online. It's Microsoft 365. So now, in Microsoft, as you can see, if you can see, this is Microsoft. In Microsoft, what they gave me, I have 5 gig free OneDrive. You can save. I put some files in my. I have Google Drive free. I have Microsoft free. So, but this is Microsoft Online. And in Microsoft Online, you go to the Word documents. You can see how I did it. So just be paying attention. So from Microsoft Online, you go to Word documents. Go to what this is Word documents, right? This is Word document. Let's copy. No, let's copy something from here. So let's copy all the things. So remember that I used ChatGPT to create this. I copied and pasted this. Now you can copy and paste this straight from ChatGPT here. You can copy it straight here. You don't need to go copy and paste to Google Doc first. I wanted to test. I know Google Doc have their own version, but I didn't get it, and there was no time. I know how to use Word to pick PowerPoint before, but I wanted to use Google Docs soon, but there was no time, so I didn't have the time. So let's say this is it. So you can copy and paste. So I've copy and pasted everything here, right? So I copied everything, the slide 1, slide 2, right? I created copy and pasted everything here, right? Slide 1. So this is slide 1, slide 2, right? This and blah, blah, blah. Then you go to file, you go to export to PowerPoint. So you create the PowerPoint for you. So this is it, document. So I don't like the designs they do. They will do different designs for you, but me, I don't like it. Or me, I don't want designs. I want to create my own design myself. So I said it should give me a plain. So I used to choose the plain one because I can design it myself with their Microsoft design, and I'm going to show you that one too. So I click on export. So it's going to prepare my slide for me. I'm going to show me my slide. Tell me my slide is ready. How many seconds did that take? My slide is ready. Then it's going to open my slide. See the slides. Can you see it? So you can see. These are the slides. So from here, I can edit it, I can remove, so you can see. So this is how I did it. This is how I converted so now let me show you the design. So Microsoft had this, if you are using PowerPoint, the day I saw this thing in class, it was like life-changing for me. So you can try it now. So Microsoft PowerPoint has a designer. I know for free, you can still get. So with that designer, you can be choosing suggestion that you like. See, I just choose what you want. Like, okay, I don't like this one. I like this one. See, I don't like this one. This one does not look good. I like this one. See. So maybe the next one too. I want it to look like how. So you can see how I created your slide. See, can you see? So that's how I did it. You can just edit. Maybe you want to edit. You want to remove this one. You don't like it here. You want to have it in a new slide. Then you just insert new slide. Then you put it here. Then you can change the font. Maybe change it. Or you can even leave it safe and design it itself. It will change its font. So you can see. Can you see? Maybe I had the title here. I want. It's my W that is doing this. Want food. So you can see. So this is it. This is how to design. This is how to. That's how you can see how I took it from ChatGPT to Word Online to Power to export to PowerPoint. That's all. I hope I've been able to answer your question.
Yes, boss. Thank you very much. Oh, but can I also import maybe a picture, an image, or something?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, let me show
this
you.
particular.
Let me show you. You're not limited to this. Let me show you.
Okay.
Let me show you. Yep. If you have questions, ask. I'm here. Like, I'll post anything I can post on social media. I can't keep myself, Charlie. So yeah, this is it. If you want to export, so maybe you want to export, like if you have special picture for yourself, let me do something for you. Let's do a new slide. See, you click on, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you click on this, insert picture from your computer or insert picture from online. So you can insert picture from Google, you can insert picture from your computer. So let's use picture from my computer. You can insert video, you can insert anything. So let's use import picture from my computer. So this is my computer, this is my PC. Oh, I just downloaded some movies. I like them. So let's look at some things. Let's use this one, Proud Teacher. Let's use, so this is it. So you see, the designer can give me different styles that and see different styles to choose from. Can you see? So yes, you can see the picture. You can see. Can you see that? Can show maybe one's black background. Then you can even search for pictures here to yourself. Then you can see more designs idea. You can see Proud Teacher. You can see. So that's how to do it. That's how to use it. Okay, let me go answer the questions from people that asked me in this thing. Let me see. For ebooks, are there limits to the number of pages? No, there are not limits to the number of pages. I see people ask me. So let me give you an example. Let me tell you a story. My ebook, the first time I created my ebook. Okay, let me explain. I hope I can open it. A story will I believe the story will this is it. I hope it opens. I don't know why it's not opening. Oh, no. Let me stop sharing. I really must show you. I must show you this thing to answer your question of how many pages. I must show you. I really must show you. I can't because if I show you, you will understand very well. So I want you to follow me on this journey. The question was how many, what's the limit to the number of pages? That was the question. Let me explain. Let me share this story with you. Now, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
So when I created this ebook was complete Upwork guide. So it was Upwork only, right? When I created this ebook, it was Upwork only, and everything there was Upwork. And I realized that, oh no, people were asking me, they want is it only Upwork? What about other platform? So I created this ebook. If you look at this ebook changed. It became online work, right? It became online work because I added Fiverr, I added remote work and some other things. But even at that, when I added this ebook now became 200 and something pages. Then in my head, I was like, how many people want to be reading book 20 something? Why not break this ebook? So this ebook that you are seeing here, I broke it to 3. So this was one of it. This was one of it. The third one was Fiverr, not this one. But this one ebook that you saw here, it became 3 ebooks. So that 200 and something pages became, one was 100 pages, the other was 50 something pages, the other was 40 something pages thereabouts. So there's no limit to pages, provided you can take them I've seen people sell ebook of 5 pages. And people loved it. I've seen 10 pages. So trust me, don't limit yourself. There's no limit to pages, please. Very, very important. Let me see. How do you generate so much content to post without hitting content block? I ran out of content. See, I can never run out of content. Well, how do you generate content to post? There's a picture I have. There's a picture I have. How to generate content ideas. That picture. Even though I like. Let me see. Let me see if I can. I'll share that picture with all of you or something. I don't know. You can't post here, but there's a picture I have, and I will. How to generate content ideas. I'll post the picture. I'll even put it on my status again this night. But the picture says there's a lot of content ideas. Like someone said something yesterday. He said if you are running out of content ideas, it means you are not reading anything. Because the more you read, the more you get ideas. So it means if you get to content block or you have run out of content. But of which, see, I can't run out of content ideas. Now remember I said you are the only one that remember your content. People forget what you've talked about. It means you can repurpose your same content that you've posted. Like I posted for like 2 years straight off before I learned that I can even be saying the same thing I've said again. Now that means I have about 300 and something, 500 and something content. I can go back to number 1 and start posting the same thing again. Now, even when I go back to number 1, remember it's now 2 years, I've become a better person. I will read that same content I posted 2 years ago and I realize, I could have added this thing or I could have removed that. That same content, I'll post it in another way. And that's if I don't want to create new content. Now, when thoughts come to my head, your experience, you can summarize something you read somewhere. Like content is easy to generate. You can watch a video and talk about it, especially maybe in your niche or in the niche you want people to know about. So you can, content is unlimited. That picture, let me share it in this group first before I forget. Let me share it with everybody, then I'll share it with Michael. Because Michael is not I'm not in the one-on-one group. But you're in FCM. But let me share this picture here now. Content ideas, how to not lose content ideas. Instagram. My Instagram is for CapCut. Where is it? So let me share. I just share this in everybody's group now. You can see it. I shared this in the group for people in the one-on-one group. I just share this group now. Social media content idea. That's the name of the picture. You can go to your WhatsApp and see it. Check it. You can see it. You can see the list of content ideas there. As in, it's unlimited, and it's not even limited to these ones. But see the list of content ideas there. I'll share it with you, Michael. Okay, let me just share it in FCM. Anybody that's an FCM too, let them just get the benefit because of you. So I'll share it in FCM now. You can see it too in FCM. I just shared it with you, Michael. I shared it to FCM, so anybody can learn from it. But it's because of you I shared it. But you can see the list of content ideas. You go to FCM now. You can see it, Michael, right? I see that you've read it. So you can see the list of content ideas, social media content. You can check that picture and you see the amount of content ideas there. Can you see? And it's not even limited to that. And you can see. Oh, you can't. Let me show you something. Hey, you guys, you are saying you guys don't tell me. No, I'll answer everybody's question. I'm happy to be here. And I'll answer your questions. I'm seeing more questions, but I'll answer your questions one by one. Just please bear with me. I want to share something with Mike. This is making me laugh. See, I want to show you guys something. Can you see my... Okay, it's loading. I want to show you guys something. Let me show you something. Can you see my screen? Can you guys see my...
Yeah.
See, go to ChatGPT. This is ChatGPT. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
I need... not too much. I don't want it to be too much. I need 20 content topics on virtual assistant. Let me see. Am I correct? Assistant. You know English in my. I need 20 content topics on how to be, let me see, how to be a top repair virtual assistant. Can you see? Ask ChatGPT. See, can you see? See, if you are looking for content ideas, can you see? You guys, I say you are looking for content idea. Can you see? I just said 20, I didn't say 100. If I want to say 100, I will put 100 here. Can you see the things you can talk about?
Yes, sir.
One of my mates, he said I was in class. He said, I didn't know project topic. I just went to ChatGPT. I said, give me project topic ideas. And he gave us 6. The guy saw it, he shouted. So guys, it's just making me laugh. And check the picture I sent to you too. So yeah. Let me see. Send the next questions. You ran out of content to post. Is it feasible to put a product on an affiliate platform and sell without any? No, it's not feasible. You would need to put effort, but the effort pays. It's not feasible to put a product on an affiliate platform and sell without putting effort. It's not feasible. What works for you is, organic, but because the idea is, as I said, I showed you different ways to sell, which you can use. You can use Facebook ads. You can use content. Like, there are some of these things that require you to do something. Like, the thing is this. For affiliate, now affiliate requires you money and time. Facebook ads too require money and time, or ads generally require money and time, but it's less time in the sense that you can even outsource that time. But affiliates will require your own effort. Like, there's a reason my affiliates, this thing has been slowing. It's because I've not had the time to dedicate to affiliate support, really. So it's not feasible. The people that have gotten results, I realized that they have a lot of time they've invested into building their affiliates. So it's not feasible. How do you sell a product when you don't have social proof, a weightless product, or you are not a fitness enthusiast, but you are knowledgeable? How do you sell it? Create the product. Now, when you don't have social proof, create the social proof. How do you create social proof? You can share that product for free and make people read it, start reading the book. Like, share it for free, or you say you are running a promo, or you say, so just, you can create something around it. But now you have the knowledge, you've created a wonderful product. Now you want your first set of users to use it. Now, when they use it for free, and one or two of them come back to you and say, this thing worked, or this thing you shared worked, that's your social proof. And before you know it, one becomes 2, 2 becomes 10. That's all. You have the product. First, create the content first. Then start building the social proofs. And trust me, for this thing, for marketing on Facebook ads, you don't even need you need social proof to an extent. But if you can market strategically, you can use. So it's all about talking about the benefit of that product or the outcome they will get in that product. And Facebook even have some restriction on the things you can say when you're selling fitness product. But let's even say you're selling to another platforms thereabout. But it's all about being able to convince. Like, when I started teaching freelancing, I didn't have as many social proof as I have today. But I was telling people that it works. I've seen it works. And before you know it, the first person say, yes, it works. Second person say, yes, it works. And before you know it, it becomes a ripple effect. Those first 10 people are able to share it, that it has worked for them, and more people used it. It has worked for more people, and that's all. Do we get a replay and slide, please? Well, it's recorded, so you get a recording. And that's why I recorded it, and that's why I use Zoom. Slides. Yeah, you should get the slides too. To take me some work, but maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Thank you, boss. I have a final question before we go. So one of the fear that I have is that, people are quick to always approve, and at the same time, some are quick to always disapprove. And you've been in this game for years. How do you undo negative feedback, negative dragging? I believe you understand what I'm trying to say. So how do you undo all
I don't understand.
Okay, like you shared, is it yesterday now that somebody is saying your course does not work, and the likes. What if such generates so much that it becomes a trending something on social media, and people are saying, oh, true, it's because it does not work. Some are saying, oh, true. Some are saying, oh, it's just collecting our money. You know the way social media people can be so annoying at times. So how do you handle such situation and you are still relevant in the field?
Okay. Now let me explain something.
Thank you.
Yeah. I like your question. And infographics. I don't know, depending on the infographics more. I don't understand what you mean by infographics, but depending on the infographics. But I know that if the infographics is going to deliver an outcome to a potential customer or client, it should sell. But we can, I don't know, maybe you need to help me explain better, really. Now, to your question, Olayimika. So first of all, remember that I started this session and tell you, okay, you guys, you need to offer value. Give value. Now, you would meet, and pardon me for using this word, you will meet a madman on the road. It's normal, like he's human being. You will meet a madman. And the question is, what will you do when you meet that madman? I've met madmen. I'm currently dealing with a mad lady. I don't mind. She's doing nonsense. My lawyers are handling her currently. I'm currently dealing with her, and I don't mind. Like if she when she anything she posts, I don't even care. If she like post, I don't mind. I don't continue to post it. Give me publicity. I don't mind. Like now, let me explain. First of all, understand that when you give value, you continue to give value. You will meet people that, with all the things you've done, they will still have something to say about it. Like it's not you are not the problem. They are the problem. And what do you do when you're not the problem? If you are the problem now, maybe you correct yourself. But what do you do when they are not the problem? Now, one thing is, I don't want you to be scared of dragging. Now that does not mean you should not. Like, one thing I've done is I've always delivered value. What I've done every time is this. And if I'm not perfect, but I'm still working on it, is that I try to ensure that I say what I can do. Do you get? I try to ensure that, like, one thing I've learned. So when I started training, what I did is, because I know Nigerians will want to, you give them an inch, they want to take a mile, they want to take 100 kilometers. So I like to put what you get in my post. Even at that, like, people will read what you get and they will still say, I thought it was coaching. I'm like, did you read coaching inside what I put in my course? Do you get? So now, when you've done that, when you meet a madman, the first thing is just give them their money back. But when you meet people who are disingenuous, like people who just decide they have bad belly, trust me, don't see what you should do is just focus on doing the best you can do. Now, what do I mean by doing the best you can do? One of my coach said something to me, and I can't forget that statement. So at the beginning of my career, let me explain something. At the beginning of coaching, I'm always that one-on-one person that I want to, like, I'm always reaching out to my students. That's why I used to check up on my students regularly, because I wanted to get results. Now, I understand that some people will not get results fast, others will get it late. When they try to ask me, how long do you think I would, people will ask me questions that they want to hold in the future. And I'm always careful. Some people will tell me that if I start freelancing today, by next week, will I get my first job? And I'll tell them, no. Like, so that's one thing you should always do, so that, potential dragging, you avoid it, because you know that you did not say what the person is saying. So that is the person that is wrong. Now, because everything I say, I'm always careful. Now, what my mentor told me then, I can't forget. Then it was, I had helped a lot of people who had done this thing well. Then I went to meet my mentor, and his wife, so they are both my mentors. And she said something to me. She said, hope you know, now that you are increasing, hope you know that it means your failure rate will also increase. I sat down and I thought about it. I hope you know that you have more people who will not get results, because it means out of 1,000 people, if your success rate is 60, maybe 70 or even 80, and 800 people get results with your course, your program, it means you would have 200 people who will not get results. Are you ready to deal? Like, have you thought about that? That's what she told me. And in my head, I'm like, oh, that's true. You say you want expansion, but you should also understand that you would have people who will not get results with it. Like, for reasons, maybe it's their own reason, or maybe it's not their time yet, maybe they still need. That's why, and thank God she's even here. That's how I keep on I'm always on her neck, like Nancy. I'm always on her neck. Like, she has not gotten results that she wanted, but it's because I know that, and as I said, my mentor have told me that not all my students will get results at the rate that I want it. But if I keep at it, I can increase that success rate. Like but even at that, that still does not mean I'm not good. But when she told me that, at the back of my eye, and I knew that, okay, this one that I say I want to expand, or this one I say I want to be getting, so I think what I posted then was I want to help 1,000 people or 10,000 people. That was when she made that statement. To say that I want to train more people or coach more people, it means I'm also going to get more failures. And I thought about it, like, she gave me that one, I just sat down and I said, she's right too. Now, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say she made me comfortable that some people will not get results. Like, and it's not your fault. Because when 100 people buy a course and 80-something people get results, it means the course works now. But the remaining 15, yes, you can try your best to check the 15 to say, okay, what are you doing wrong? That's why I continue to always check you guys to say, what are you doing wrong? What can we do better? But right from that 100, like 10 of them will not even need your help to get results. They will just get results instantly. Then there will now be some people that they will need 1 or 2 supports, maybe the next 50. Then there will now be people that they will do everything right and okay, wait. There are 2 sets of people. There are people that will do everything right that won't get results. Maybe you just need to continue to, consistency, perseverance, patience, push those ones till they get results. Then there are people that will not follow your instructions. Those ones, they are on their own. I don't mind, I don't send them. Because that's why I say follow my instructions, Still at that, some people will not follow. So out of those people that have not gotten results, out of your students, you focus on the ones that just need patience, consistency. I know one of my students, I took a year to get results. Take Mimi, for example. You know Mimi now. It took Mimi 2 years to get her first job. And Mimi was even training people and they were getting jobs. Like, Mimi's story is one story that, like, it's close. Like, I had to take her to my team. I had to be getting work for her. Like, I had to be giving her jobs, my personal work. I had to do stuff with her. There was a day she was like, I didn't forget that. Like, in my head, I'm like, how will you? Because I met Mimi because she got my course. She paid for my training. And from there, she did not get results. I realized that we became close and I added her to my team, blah, blah, blah. But after 2 years, she got results. Now, that means 1 year, Mimi can still make a statement and say, I didn't get results from his course. Do you get? But I was still on her neck. And she also she was willing to get results. That's why she got. There was even a time Mimi's account got suspended too. That was one of the problems we faced. But today she got the result. But the point is, if you're on their neck, you reduce your failure rate. Like, if you create support, if you're your student neck and you create a lot of system for them, you reduce your failure rates. And don't be scared of dragging. The Nigerians, they are forgetful. They will forget the next day something else. Today, they are talking about Burna Boy and Davido. Tomorrow, something else. They will talk about something else. Nigerians are, that's why our politicians will always win. That's why politicians will always win. They are right. Trust me, I'm serious. That's why they will always win, because they know that even when Adiri Sidika and Bezu for Nigeria here, we will forget next tomorrow. We will forget. I think that thing used to baffle me. We will forget. Like, it's so sure. I remember forgive me for going political now. I remember doing EdSARS. That people, all these same guys that entered, were talking, and people were, when it's election time, we will not vote for them. They will not enter. Even though most of them stole the mandate, but at that, most of the people that supported them openly were not like entered. They were like, no, how will someone be saying that? How will they keep it? And I was just telling Nigerians, Nigerians, if it's 2 years, they will forget. Like, it's so certain that they will forget all the statements, those guys, the same people. Like, most people did not vote, but that's just by the way. But the point is, don't be scared of dragging. Dragging is temporary, but just when you give value, anybody that is dragging you is their own, and they are the one being disingenuous. But also know that, be ready to tell people that, if you press my toe, I might be nice, but myself, I have some wire that can spark in my head, though. Like, there was a day a guy came to me, like, he came to me. And it was being like, when students come to me and they come in the right way, I'm not getting results from your course. And I'm always concerned that, why? What happened? Because I want to deliver value. But when you come to me attacking me, and I'm after providing things for you, even things I'm not meant to provide for free, I trust me, I'm not mad. I know what I'm doing. And he came, he was saying those statements. I was not like, who is this guy? And I checked research, and I realized that I even helped him. I helped his younger brother for free. I gave them discounts. I gave this same guy. I said, see, go out, anything you want to do in this world, go and do it. And I had all our chats, and that's one reason I don't delete chats. I have all my chats since 2015 because people will say something that I did not say. So I can screenshot for you. I have all my chats since 2015, as in I don't joke with my backup because I know Nigerian people. They will say you said something and you just, I'll just screenshot for you that you see I did not say anything like that. I've had students who came to me, like one day a student came to me like, so they're like, is he not coaching he paid for? He said, nah. And I like is the way he even spoke. This one even spoke well at the end. He came to me and said, is he not coaching he paid for? And I'm like, coaching care. He's not, and I went to our conversation and I screenshotted all our conversation that, yeah, Alaye, is this not what I said? And the person now said, okay, I got it wrong. And now when he said, oh, I got it wrong, I was even willing to help him. I said, okay, I'm even ready to maybe give you 1 hour session for free. Do you get? But if you attack me and say, and I'm like, you know what you paid for before you paid for, I will not even answer you. You will go and drag me. I have lawyers, so they will. Yeah, so
Okay.
does anybody have that question?
Okay,
Please, let me
boss.
quickly add
Okay.
to that. What Yinka was talking about from my experience as a coach. Now, I think what you have to do is to let your deliverables be very clear. Have very clear delivery. It's very, very important if you're in this business because, like you said, you meet a lot of people, different people, and then people have different aptitude levels. People have different motivations. So the results a particular person gets will be different from the results another person gets, depending on where they're coming from and where they're at and the kind of person they are. So make your deliverables clear. In this, before my coaching session, I let them know that, okay, at the end of this coaching, you will have been guided to do so, and so. You will have information on so, and so. At the end of this training, you will have, so at the end of it, we can go back. As a matter of fact, I use the deliverables for each step. That is what I go back to. So at the end of the coaching session or training or boot camp or any group coaching, anything, I make sure I go back to those deliverables and I check and I make sure every box is ticked. That is why you have to be careful the way you word your deliverables. So don't overpromise, because I see a lot of people make that mistake. Oh, at the end of the 20 days, you get your dream job. If you tell them that, they will hold you by the neck. So if you say at the end of 20 days, you will have every information you need to get your dream job. At the end of 20 days, you let the person confront you. You'll be like, didn't I give you the information? Data. So make sure you give your deliverables are clear, and then you promise exactly what you can deliver and ensure you deliver it. Once you've done that, anybody can say what they like. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you for the addition. Now, one of my mentors said something one day, and I was laughing. So that my mentor saw 2 of my flyers. The mentors now said, he checked 2 of my flyers. He wanted to register, he wanted to sign up his brother. He was now asking for which one, like I wanted to know the one to pay for. He now checked my flyer. He said, he noticed that I said this in this particular flyer. Why I said that in that other flyer. That he believes is that second one that will work well for his brother. I was now smiling. I said, sir, you're one of the first person. Is even maybe like 1 or 2 people, maybe only him or 2 people that have paid attention to my fine details. Like, and I told him that, sir, everything I put on my flyer, every word I put there, I'm deliberate. Like every word, if you can check, let me show you. If you check all my flyers, every word there, I'm deliberate. Like, because, especially with what Mo just told you now, because I'm very careful about the word that someone will come and say, but you said, like everything on my, let me just show you my flyer. Everything on my flyer, I want to show you my flyer now so you guys can see it. You will see that I'm very, 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 very careful about what's on my flyer. So this is my first. So you can see I want you to read this flyer very well. Read this flyer very well. How to be, I didn't say I will make you top rated though. How to, can you see? After support, can you see? Everything on this flyer was deliberate. Like if you look at this word, if you pay for this, full freelance course plus after support, like you can see, can you see? Can you see? By purchasing this course, you will get, can you see everything here? Like everything on my flyers, everything, every flyers you see here, everything here, see, is like everything here is deliberate. Just to buttress to what she just said now. Everything on my flyer, you can see, every word on my flyer. Because, as I said, we are special breed in this country. So before someone come to me tomorrow and say, I paid for this course, like, I'm like, maybe you read the flyer before you paid. Can you see? By purchasing this course, you would get webinars, recorded class. You can see that here, I did not put, you will get one-on-one coaching. Do you get? So that's just to buttress that point. Does anybody have any questions before we call it a day?
Yes, thank you very much, Coach, for the great work you've done so far. So the question I have is actually, it looks a bit silly, but then it's still exactly. So now, when you start coaching and you start putting figures out there and all, we have people we call calculators. They're helping you to calculate how much you have made, what is on your flyer, and they are coming with billing. When you now tell them away, me lowo, they are like, why will you say me lowo without the recording? Is it that you're lying that you're making money? No? So how do you deal with those kind of people? Because you cannot just be making money and be using it to service the entire Nigeria now. So I would love to know.
I share the figures. So I'm always careful about not sharing figures because now I taught freelancing for like 3 years. Before I started talking about myself, if you notice, I used to talk about my students more than myself. I don't talk about myself. Even when I've been doing things myself, like I don't talk about myself. I work with clients, I make money, I do sell my stuff, I make money. Sometimes I just feel like talking about myself. And when I do, I'll add disclaimer. So today now, some people on my status were laughing at my disclaimer, and I'm just using that disclaimer, even though sometimes I joke about the disclaimer, but oftentimes I still need to add it. That I said, oh, my course, my digital product in the last 8 months. So there's one budget app that I use to track my income and expenses. And I was just checking it and I realized that my digital product have made about 30 million in 8 months plus. Like, well, and I added it to say, okay, that should tell me that I can teach people on digital products. You know, I've never taught a class, or even though I know this, even though I've helped people to create their ebooks, I know these things. Like I know how to do, like I have a theoretical knowledge, but sometimes, acting, execution, sometimes I'm distracted. But I now added a disclaimer to say, well, before you come and bill me, I've spent all the old money. I've used the money to pay BC. Now, but funny enough, one thing you should understand is, even if I don't spend the money to pay BC, I will make the money and you don't have the right to ask me for my money because it's my money and I've used this for, you don't even have the, you made this so money. Does that give you the right for me to give you? I have family to take care of, I have people to take care of. They have, even they too, even my own family self, don't even have a entitlement over my money, but I just know that I need to take care of them because, they have taken care of it. So you can't that I call figures. You can't, so when you learn financial intelligence, what I can give, I'll give. Maybe no matter how moving your story is, right now as I am like this, that's why I created free resources. No matter how moving your story is, you just come to me and tell me how everything has been moving. Now you're like, oh, yeah, sorry. Go and use my free materials. Like I've heard plenty of things, and some of them are really, really sincerely like touching. But me, I need to help myself first now, guy. Like I need to help myself, and I've not helped myself yet. Right now, as I'm thinking today, now I just realized that I have expenses. Oh, let me tell you people, I have wedding in 2 months. Okay, it's even less than 2 months now. My wedding is in less than 2 months. Oh, this is even recorded. This should not be in the recording. Anyway, we have ended the session. Recording stopped.